for profit. Except it's usually a bad idea. Oh, hello, Brat for Life. I was just saying hello to one of the people, one of our viewers. Brat for Life just popped in. Yeah, literally just got up. No, it happens in every industry. They've got a sort of a false idea of how popular D&D is at the moment, because of how popular it was during the pandemic, how popular it was due to Critical Role and Stranger Things, and they're like, oh, but our previous few years, look at this massive spike in board games in general, and it's like, no, that's actually starting to slump now. Games Workshop. Mm. Mm. Yeah. This is like perfection, but things are going to come down again after this. This is not going to last forever. Yeah.
And that includes their customer base as well. So.
Because, I mean, from the streaming side of it, you see a lot of people who... I was watching a few channels where they were going into like the collapse of some of the really big streamers from a few years ago. And it was people who were just utterly tied to one game. Like, they were utterly tied to Fortnite or utterly tied to Minecraft. And so, as soon as those games started slumping, their viewership started slumping. And that's just how things are. That's how things are going to be with D&D and Games Workshop, and they're all going to have the same sort of leveling off after the pandemic. True, but that's happening across the whole industry. That's happening everywhere. That's just everywhere. That's happening. Oh yeah, the bandits from last session. Well, you talking about pretty quick and pretty easy. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 45 each. I'm gonna be a bit tight on that one. As I said, you took them down way easy. I need to level up my bandits. Well, yes, aside from you, yes, you almost died. There's always someone has to bring up the fact they almost died. You know. Just remember, you almost died. And no one likes a try hard.
Alright, well you'll have to, unless you want to wait for me to get back, you'll have to throw the XP on. I'm doing my normal thing around this time, so.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm just getting the dice thing up and running because it has decided not to work. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Got the dice roll up. And next week, I swear we will have the miniatures all sorted. With the rain and stuff, I just have not been able to do any undercoating this week at all. Yeah, I haven't been feeling too brilliant. I haven't done much this week. Aside from the leg fix and a couple other things. Okay, let me just check. Just doing obnoxiouses. Okay, so we also had a rest as well, so okay, so next thing was XP. I always click the wrong thing. I always click manage level. So no. Manage XP. Into value. There we go. So, okay, that's everything all nicely caught up. XP wise. So, let's set the scene. It is the next morning, and Wolfman has disappeared. I assume that, if I remember correctly, Fernando was in a tent. And Obnoxious was tied to the top of a tree. Ollie, were you in a tent or not? I can't remember.
I was, yeah.
You were in a tent as well. So yes, you just noticed Wolfman's bedroll and stuff have vanished. So let's get our initiative rolls done, so we can start this game. So Fernando has an 8. Richter an 11.
I just realized that, remember I was mentioning I downloaded the app, I can access the app at those, so.
Oh, okay.
As long as I don't have anything getting in the way. So did you already do the roll for me?
No, not yet.
Okay. Oh, shnikes.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's just rearrange the tokens in a moment. So, we have I need to Wolfman's over there with Fedora Bird. And Richter second. Fernando last. Then me with my evil NPCs. And lock it up. There we go. All sorted. So, Obnoxious, it is your turn. You have woken up, well rested.
Alright, and I'm going to get a grasp of my surroundings with a perception
Yeah.
check. And I got 13.
Okay, you're aware of the camp. You're aware of the camp, and you are reminded that you are up a tree.
Alright, there's nothing goofy going on around the camp or anything that I can see.
No, nothing you can see.
Alright, then I will, let's see, if I'm the first one up, then I'm gonna scuttle down the tree and, I guess, go out about, what my walking distance is, 30 feet? Go out about 30 feet and just kind of scout around and make sure there's nothing untoward going on outside of our camp.
Okay. So you're scuttling down the tree. Okay. Okay, Ollie, that means it's your turn.
Alright. Should I roll perception as well?
Yeah. It's a nice fresh morning. So,
And it's been a full 24 hours since I drank anything alcoholic. I actually sober.
I'm immediately thinking of Father Ted at this point.
Oh my god! Don't tell me I'm still fucking on.
Yeah, that's pretty much how your morning is going.
Where are you at? I can see everyone else. Well, no, I suppose I can't yet. So, do I notice any absence?
Yes.
Yeah. That's irregular.
So if you're there still, Brat, go and wake him up. No, I was saying to Brat, if Brat's still here, go and wake Wolfie up.
Well, I don't know what sort of. I mean, is there anything I can actually do at this point?
Maybe have some breakfast.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's good.
Yeah. Normal, yeah, think normally. You've just woken up. You know. Has anyone still got any eggs? You know, this would be a good time to fry some eggs. I'm thinking.
Do I use some rations then?
Yeah, use some of your rations. Have something to eat. Make a little campfire or something.
I guess. To eat one ration.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did I just delete all of them?
That's all right. You can always put them back on. The ones that you easily solved. You're not going to eat all of 10 of your rations.
Well, given how hungover I apparently am, I might.
back to the camp and just see him just glutting on his shits.
It's just binging on it. Like, I don't think I've ever had a role play with someone with an eating disorder. Yeah, it will be adding them.
Since he did delete them, maybe he should have to do a roll to make sure he's not eating all of them at once. Just saying.
I'm not so mean. I'm not so mean as that. Not yet. You know, this is the first time you've been away from like a town or something, and we're still getting used to D&D Beyond. So, you know, I'm not going to be that mean. Not this season. Maybe next season. So yeah. Tasty rations. What are in the rations? The game is kind of vague on that one. I know somewhere it probably says, like, what's in the ration packs.
Probably all hardtack and jerky.
Probably. So I'll check and see what it says.
Hardtack is an acquired taste, they say.
Yeah, dry foods, including jerky, dried fruit, hardtack. What's hardtack? And nuts.
Hardtack is like a very, very, very dry biscuit that is meant to last years. They used to use it on ships and stuff because that way it wouldn't go bad.
Ah, okay.
The kind of thing that might kill you if you don't have water.
Mm. However, there's a monster apparently called a kill mollis. This creature is a helpful assistant that mends armor, collects herbs, and makes the blandest rations. I like the fact it says the blandest rations. The kill mollis. It doesn't know how to spice its food. The Englishman of ration making.
That's right, where I come from, we put hot sauce on everything, so it'll be alright.
Good point. Well, you can't really cook jerky, so yeah, you're just going to be having to sit down and just eating your breakfast. So, Fernando, it is your turn.
I'm gonna step out of my bed. I'm gonna give it a good stretch. Pull one back so I'm nice and flexible, and then I'm gonna go sit down and eat the ration with Richter.
Sounds like a good call. You're going to get crumbs in your junk. Right. So, Obnoxious, you are still wandering in the Well, you've just headed off into the surroundings. Are you going to roll a perception? Well, can you roll me a perception to see if you can hear anything approaching the camp?
Alrighty. Perception. I got a 10.
You hear something.
Okay. Would I do a nature roll to see if I notice anything that would be pertinent to any noise that I might hear?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Okay. Hold on. It's a little trickier on the app for the
Yeah, the skills and stuff. It's a little bit. Takes a little finding.
so I got 11 and 7 plus 2, 13 with my advantage.
Okay, ahead of you, in some trees. Well, ahead of you, beyond a thing of trees, you can see some floppy ears, but they're up in the air. But basically in front of you, there is a large. There's some trees, and above one of the branches, you can see a set of floppy bunny ears.
How far above are we talking? Like, how high are these bunny ears?
About 5.5 feet off the ground.
Oof. So either that is one big dinner or something I haven't encountered. So I'm probably gonna. I would stealth and go check it out.
Okay, so yeah, roll with stealth.
Hold on, I got things in my way. Alright, stealth. I got 15.
Okay, so yeah, you're sneaking up on the target. Okay, so Ollie, it's your well, Richter, it's your turn.
Alright. Okay. So. Right, so I'm feeling promotion offered the usual polite greeting to Fernando, although slightly pained because I'm apparently still hungover from Bob. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start. Well, logically, what I would do at this point is start looking around for Wolfie. Like, do we want to make a thread of the search for Wolfie when in the tavern if he's not currently here in the Discord?
Well, that's the thing. You don't know his character has just vanished. So if you want to make something of that, that's an in-character thing.
Now, my character does that all the time, so I think I would probably just assume that he'll turn up.
He's probably he's probably decided to try and find something more nutritious for Taddy. Because
Probably out trying to feed his kids.
you remember the last time when he just abandoned the quest to go and fight the war against nutrition. So it's possible. It's possible that's happened.
So we were on our way to some sort of manor house.
Mm.
I think I'm going to wait for the group to properly convene and decide on what to do next before I actually take any proactive action. So I guess
Sorry, you started saying.
yeah, I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that'll. Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
You just don't have the ingredients to hand. You know the. You know. It just. Yeah, I mean, you can't harrow the dog with just rations. You know, it's there's nothing in there that quite reaches that particular itch.
Yeah, not happening. Okay, yes, that's it for now then.
Okay, so we are back to Fernando.
Now that he's gonna look at you know, listen so hot today. I'm just hungover to hell, mate. Well, Fernando will make a lens check to see if there's anything he can do. On a 7.
This is the point where he gets a crit and comes up with his own. No, he got a 7 as well. It's just the ingredients. You can't make. You can't. I was gonna say obnoxious. Who's that aimed at? I don't have a drink.
Just have to find whatever's on hand, I guess. There's liquid nearby.
I'm not drinking my paint water. No,
They didn't specify in the redeem what you had to drink.
I'm not drinking my paint water. It's got white spirit in. No. Bad obnoxious. Not poisoning myself on stream. Let me go get myself a drink. I shall be right back.
Nothing Fernando can do about that hangover. Yeah, well, sorry, when the point is run out, if that's just happened, that'll take care of it.
But, you know, greasy food is usually good for a hangover, so just scrape the bottom of your ration tin for whatever's down there and hope for the best.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we might be eating, well, whatnot. I'm curious what those rabbit is,
This could go a couple of different ways. It could go a couple of different ways.
Could be a giant rabbit or a rabbit bone. I mentioned to a friend of mine that I was playing sort of a paladin, and he said, "Oh God, you're not one of those stock paladins that's all about justice." So I was like, "No, not really. I'm basically prior top." And paladins don't have to be that. Sorry? You can be any type of paladin. Yeah.
I'm have to give Hawk a hard time. I'm wondering if he had to go out to a well or something to get some water. Usually the tap's pretty close or something, you know? There was bucket can, little well.
They're pretty good. It's probably the best you're going to get out of a USB mic. I saw one of the window on the local CEX for about 65 quid or something. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, if you bought one anywhere else, you'd probably be paying a bit more. But although, really, I had one that isn't too much worse for the sound.
I did consider this one.
Is that a foot? Are you drinking out of a foot?
I'm just putting my slippers on. It's cold.
Oh, we were wondering if you had to go out to a well or something to get your water.
Yes, my slippers. Oh,
Yeah, but Fernando is going to finish his things and then you'll get more action.
dear. Making a mess. But I have a drink. Well, I have 3 drinks. And my phone blew up on the way back, so I was... And we had an excuse from Wolfie about why he's not here. No, it doesn't look like it. Disgraceful Wolfie. Sorry?
It might be just that I put the stream on Twitter and tagged you.
Thank you for doing that.
I mean, you got like 4 times as many followers as me, so I don't know how much good it can do.
Oh, it's all my TikTok whoring.
Start doing that, because I have a TikTok and I keep forgetting I have one and what it is and that it exists.
I'll tell you the easiest way of doing it. It depends on if the option exists on. Are you? Do you play when you play your games and stuff? Do you play it on Xbox or on PlayStation?
PlayStation generally, but I use a capture card and stream through OBS.
Well,
The native stream function has ability to lock in seasons and that kind of thing.
well, my controller has a button there, which is very useful because it means basically it captures the last minute or so of gameplay. Just from one hit that 1 minute clip, immediately done. Yeah, it just takes a little. It just takes a little bit to set up, but as soon as it's done, or you get Wisebot, then you can just type in exclamation mark clip. So that should work now, and then it'll automatically clip the thing, and then you just download it or export it to TikTok. Just remember, TikTok videos should only be about 12 seconds long, 15 seconds long, and have lots of like jangly keys sort of thing. TikTok audience is like that. It's like, look, shiny thing, noisy thing, shiny thing. Yeah, that's how you get the TikTok views. Yeah.
Like a little sketch about a RPG protagonist that just realises that the party never learned his name. And it was, because I don't know if you played Final Fantasy X, but you get to name the protagonist and no one else. So
Yeah.
everyone else gets referred to by name, but where you're involved, they're talking like you're that person they've met at a party, can't remember the name of, but it's too late for that.
The nameless, speechless protagonist who never says a word, and everyone, and just stoically. Okay. Yeah, the sort of stoic protagonist who never says anything.
No, it's
Well, the worst one I remember for that was oh, it was a Star Wars game where they would just refer to you as Rookie One, and
Jedi Academy or something like that.
no, it was earlier than that. It was a lot older than that. It was PlayStation 1. It was think of the name of it. I remember the subtitle because it was Hidden Empire. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. The name will come back later. But basically, it was like a point-and-click adventure game with full video segments. It was the second one as well. It was like the sequel. And even if your call sign changed, characters still refer to you as Rookie One. And it has probably the worst cutscene I remember ever seeing. Because it was like supposedly your love interest, and she sort of acts surprised when she sees you and goes, "Rookie One, is that you?" It's like, oh dear, oh dear. You know, it's not even like your rookie leader either. It's like you're not even good enough to be rookie leader. Yeah. Might as well just call you Player One and get it over and done with.
Previous ideas of Wookiee, and they could have called you Wookiee One.
Yeah. Stick some insect wings on you. You could sneak into Geonosis. Ah, Wolfie with his stealth. Yes. Yes, Phantom, he did try to do that. He was a Wookiee character in the Star Wars, and he was going to try and sneak into Geonosis by sticking a dead Geonosian's wings to his back. He actually asked if he could do that, and I looked at him like, are you joking? You're like a Wookiee. You know, you literally are a Wookiee. You know, they're gonna notice. They're gonna notice the difference. Hence my reaction. Good work, 47. Oh no, good idea, 47. Well. He did do worse this week. We were playing some Fortnite and he tried healing me with a rocket launcher.
That's not what those do.
No, that's what I said on my TikTok video. He just blew me up with a rocket launcher. It was like... I was like... in the video, it's like... You can add these really robotic voices to it. So I've got this really robotic voice going, Hawk, I'm down, man. I need a heal. Wolf, don't worry, man. I got you. At which point, boom. Do 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 do. Yeah, it was like, oh. But now, where were we before we got distracted by drink?
I think I'm up, isn't
I believe so. You're sneaking up on a set of bunny ears.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll do another nature or perception check.
Perception check would be good.
Okay. 11.
It's a big bunny.
Okay, so it's just a legit bunny.
No, it's like a bunny person.
Oh.
The back of their head is entirely furry and it goes up into bunny ears.
Okay, but when you said it's a big bunny, I was thinking the actual kind. I was like, damn, that's a big rabbit.
No, this is like a 5'7" rabbit person. with big floppy ears. If you don't include the ears, you know, he'd be taller. If you include the ears, they'll be taller. They'll be like 6'5". If you include the ears.
They're not anything like any type of fae, correct?
Any kind of what?
Fae?
No.
Okay.
They're dressed in armor as well.
Dressed in
Mm.
armor. Hold on one
Aside
second, I got it after these kids are being a little goofy.
Aside from their little bushy tail.
Okay, so I'm going to... Oh shit. I got big ears. I'm already only half-ass stealthing. I'm just gonna go on out. They got armor on and everything like that. I'm still stealthy and not too far away. I'm going to address them. Who goes there?
The body pivots around quickly and looks at you. And his little nose sort of goes. Surprised. Yes. Not very
Who
well.
are you? What?
Not very well. I speak, but not very well.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm I don't really have a name. I was just sent here by my master to speak to you.
Alright, who's your master?
Oh, wizard.
A wizard.
There is something strange about this rabbit. His eyes are glowing with an unnatural colour.
Okay. Then... see. Alright, so can I do, I guess, an Arcana? It says you recall lore about spells, magic items, altar symbols, magic traditions, and planes of existence and the inhabitants of those planes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, roll for it.
Okay, so it's a 23.
It's clear that this rabbit is like a conjured being.
A lot of thought to go into a conjured being, put armor and everything on it. So I'm probably not going to get a lot of random information out of this thing, so then I will just simply say, okay, what does your master want? What is the message?
Master says that you need to be careful in the forest. There are many things here, evil things, goblins, orcs, bad things. They sense the power. That's all he told me.
What power?
The stone. Others very interested in it. Very interested in what you do. They watch you.
Where do I find your master?
He is nearby. He has a small house.
Okay, nearby where? What direction?
Oh, just through the trees here.
Alright, well then I will
You wish to see him?
accept this wonderful information and thank you, and wish you a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you. So polite.
And then I'm going to head back to the camp, because that doesn't bode well in a lot of different ways.
And it's a very strange voice to do.
Well, yeah, and, you know, the fun warning of watch out, you're in a forest, there's scary stuff. Like, okay, awesome, thank you for that.
Yeah, there's always good things to do.
We definitely expected this forest to be nothing but, rainbows and unicorns, but here we are.
See, that's what you got to watch out for, because, you know, everyone thinks the unicorns are so nice. And then there's running and screaming.
Alright, well then I'm going to head back to the camp and, relay this information so we can all be a little more cautious.
There's a way that unicorns got their power. Yeah.
Drinking the blood of the innocent.
Yes. Until their blood became innocent.
I don't know that it works that way, but that's...
Unicorns rise to power. That would be a very dark campaign. It was the dark times before the times of men, when the unicorns drank the blood of the innocent and rose to power. They slaughtered the babies of the...
That would be an interesting short story to write.
Yes. Just latch that onto any fiction that you've ever seen, where unicorns are like this sweet innocent thing that maybe can teleport. True. Yes. I've really got to do a.
Fiction can go pretty dark on its own.
I've still got to do a stream of that. I still have to do a stream of the My Little Pony mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Because I still have... It was one of the first things I bought. You might not be able to see him. Right up here. Hold on. I shall... One of the generals you can get in the My Little Pony mod for Hearts of Iron 4 is for the evil ponies, the fascist ponies, is General Sooty. Yes. So, what I did was I got this like metal helmet sort of thing and got a Sooty puppy. So yes, he is going to be my tank commander. With his marshal's baton. But yes, he will be leading the Blitzkrieg in my takeover of the My Little Pony world when I eventually do that. But I still haven't. I've been meaning to do that for like a year. Since I got this little Sooty and got the metal helmet and everything, and I wasn't even streaming back then. I was just... I see that Fernando is having trouble with his internet, as he has dropped out of the call again. So, whose turn was it? It is Ollie, your turn. Well, Richter's turn.
Okay. Right. Well, obviously haven't got back to tell us about the bandit.
No.
So, I guess I'm just going to take a look around for a bit. Roll perception.
Yep.
14.
Okay. You can smell something on the breeze. Smoke.
I can smell some. Not having a heart attack, am I?
That's toast. That's toast. If you're, if you can smell toast, that could mean you're having a stroke.
Okay, so I'm definitely not having a stroke. I can actually smell smoke from the neck.
Yes. Are you going to do anything about it?
Okay, I suppose I could follow the scent.
Jamie.
Oh, yeah, I mean it.
He's talking to his brother.
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties that I'm trying to fix right now.
That's all right.
Oh, right. I thought you said yeah.
Yes. Oh, no, yeah, I think I'm done. There we go. My computer just blue screen and died.
Oh. No.
So I smelled some smoke on the air, and I'm not too haven't got back to where I was yet, so I don't know if I'd better move, but I am gonna take a look around in the direction the smoke is coming from, just sort of see if there's any indication of anything else.
Okay. So, Fernando, it is your turn.
So what did I miss while I was having my problems? I heard smoke.
Yes.
Some smoke coming from what direction? Oh, I'm in a tent getting dressed, so
Yeah.
I have no idea about that.
No.
Cool, I'm going to proceed to put on my armor and equip all my daggers in their various holsters.
Okay.
Up the sleeves, two on the running, three running down the tail. How many daggers do I have now? I've got 5, so yeah, I'm going to have 3 on the tail holster and 2 in the sleeves.
Nice.
Rapier and parrying dagger on the side. Prestidigitation, and I'm going to clean myself, do my hair.
Okay.
So I look like I've just come out of a bathhouse.
Nice.
The bath has to look good at all times.
So,
His reputation.
well then that would make it back to Obnoxious's turn. You heading back to camp?
Alright, so I'm guessing I see Richter wandering about, sniffing the air.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
I smell smoke coming from this direction.
Huh.
Find anything?
Yeah, we had a weird visitor at the edge of camp. Had some kind of a conjured bunny man in armor was relaying a message some wizard keeping an eye on us and giving us an in-depth warning that there's evil about, and it's watching, or I don't know, interested in my little pack of knickknacks and doodads.
We're being watched by a wizard that conjures bunny men.
Yes.
And it's because our thief keeps just sticking everything in his pouch that he can find in his pouches.
Look, this rogue business there, don't mess with rogue business.
Can the wizard be called Echo, please?
Sorry?
Can the wizard be called Echo, please?
Echo the Wizard? What?
It's a reference to the band Echo and the Bunny Men.
Well, yeah, so this, some old kooks out there watching us, sending funny people to relay messages of the obvious. So, figured out how to let you guys know.
So, okay, well, that is disconcerting. I think normally... Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just speaking of guys, where's the other two yahoos at?
Well, Fernando's in his tent getting dressed. As for Walter, I haven't seen him all day.
We need to take Fernando's mirror away.
I get the feeling stronger people than me have tried.
Well, I suppose we ought to let him know and then figure out where he's at.
Yeah. Well, back to
No.
Japan, I suppose.
Yeah, and then I guess, well, whatever the smoke is, maybe it's where the old wizard lives or something nearby. The bunny man did say he was near. Just wouldn't tell me where, or else it was exceptionally confused. I'm not sure which. Could have been all of the above.
Maybe. Seems
Uh,
we're going to have a few decisions to make on courses of action at any rate.
Given all the kerfuffle outside, Fernando, do you wish to join in on this discussion?
Yes, I'll come out just finishing my prestidigitating my hair and then putting my hat on. Dad, I hear there's some commotion. I'm gonna start I'm gonna start packing up the tent. While I'm talking to the other two. I'll leave the tent behind. I get money for this.
I never packed up.
So my friends, what are we discussing?
Oh, your level of potential interest in bunny people, mostly.
I've met some funny people. When I was in a trip in the Feywild, it was a crazy time. Satyrs, mushrooms, Carangon, that's what they call the prep of the Feywild. So you met one, did you?
Yeah, well, it wasn't real. From what I can gather, it was conjured just to. Supposedly, it was sending us a message. There's some wizard keeping an eye on us and telling us that, or well, wanted us to know that there's evil about in this.
I see. Another old man spying on Fernando's duty that he could never recapture. It's such a shame. Waste of time.
Well, I did say wizard, so there's some potential risk there. But outside of that, apparently there's a lot of creatures in here that might be attracted to my bag of goodies. The dark stone in particular.
Yes, all the evils of the forest. Now, I tell you, I am not afraid of these evils. For they have never faced anything as ferocious, fierce as Fernando Martinez. In what capacity?
Ah, this. Look, we got some weirdo watching us. Apparently, he's a wizard.
I've worked with adventure groups with wizards. I've studied magic with wizards. I've bedded wizards and witches. I have much experience with many aspects of the wizard. But not all of them are friendly. Some are cuckoo crazy. You'll see. Just all that arcane knowledge, it just blows their minds. They cannot handle, and they go spare.
I sailed with a wizard once. What freak his name was? He didn't do much magic. Didn't seem to have a knack for it. He was very good at running away though.
Well, I stay away from magic types for the most part, so I'll let y'all deal with this guy if we're going to. I don't know. I don't trust anybody watching us from the distance. Maybe he's got something valuable in his house. Apparently he lives nearby.
Well, you do seem to be the sneaky type. I imagine you are not very comfortable with people watching you all the time.
Absolutely not.
You kind of get used to it being in the spotlight and being this handsome. Just everyone's looking at you all the time.
Well, it might work to our advantage to have Magic Man looking out for us. We could go and pay this guy a visit.
Richter starting to remind me of someone. Oh, what's that cartoon pirate in England? Pugwash? Was it Pugwash?
Pugwash would be one. There is a Captain Pugwash.
Yeah, there is one.
About it.
It's starting to make me think of Captain Pugwash.
I have no idea what Captain Pugwash is like, so I'll take your word for that.
Captain Pugwash, the early days. Another prequel.
Right about the downfall of the unicorns.
As I'm still putting my tent down and packing it under my pack, so what direction do you think we should go? Because we were supposed to check out the luncheon, no?
Represents a detour, but if we're being watched, I'd kind of like to know who it is that's watching us and what they're about.
I'll second that.
Yeah. I mean, if he's going to be watching us anyway, we might as well go and say hi.
Dan, was there a rush to get to the mansion, or we were just going in there to try and figure out who was organising shit? Oh no, it was the third brother.
Yeah, there wasn't a rush.
Yeah. There wasn't a rush, cool. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, my friend, if you know where we're going, you should lead the way. I think it would be better for you to scout anyway.
Which way are you heading?
I'm following Obnoxious because he knows which way he's going.
Obnoxious, which way are you heading?
I was going to follow Richter because he was sniffing around for smoke, so we figured that was probably where a house nearby.
Well, yeah, where there's smoke, there's usually fire, so let's follow the smoke, I suppose.
Nah, that is the old adage, isn't it?
And Richter was following Fernando, so no.
We're just following each other in one big fucking circle. We're gonna get back to our campfire in a couple hours and be like, I swear we were here.
This place looks strangely familiar.
Because guess what?
My stuff is here.
Is not. Wolfie is our nature and tracker guy. He's not here. I'm our city conversationist. Like, if it comes to a conversation in a metropolitan city with people, that's my A game. Not traipsing around in the woods. Fernando do not play that way.
So,
Also here for chase and stabbing.
so you're going to head in the direction that Richter says the smoke is going.
Yes.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay, so, okay, so you start heading that way. I'll need a perception check from all of you.
Oh, God. Please.
I'm back to 16. 16's not too bad.
16.
I got a 7.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Thank God we're not holding a today.
I think he needs to rename it to Oblivious.
That's my cousin. Oblivious.
Okay.
The funniest things about Star Wars Legends is that there is a Sith Lord canonically called Darth Millennium.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, but canonically there's also a Jedi that's a rock, isn't there?
I don't know about Jedi, but in the new canon there is a character called Geo who is a sentient rock or Ventian.
Yes.
I think it's funny.
So like
Sorry?
like Thor's buddy.
No. No, he's just literally a rock. Like, completely immobile.
Yeah, well, he does move, but no one ever sees him move. And the Titans also doesn't like Geo look smoke or gave them a knowing look.
It's just like, you know, a pet rock has suddenly infiltrated the Star Wars universe. Half expecting wet patches to appear and stuff to be like chastising him.
No, we do that outside.
It's the googly eyes that gave him away.
Several, well, basically the ones who passed. So Fernando and Richter have noticed there are several bunny people who've appeared in the woods ahead of you.
How many is several?
6.
It's good enough.
It's suspiciously the same number of bandits we had last time.
They don't look hostile. So,
No,
Do
No.
bunny people ever look hostile though?
don't go this way.
Until they hurt you?
They're looking for you. No, no, go this way. This is the wrong way. Danger here.
so I need here to guide us.
Can't. The other way. Not this way. No. This way, death. Death waits you. Death waits for you this way.
Okay, so which way do we go?
Back the other way. Back where your friend saw one of us. Master can explain.
I think you mean you, Duchess.
What? I didn't even know you guys were who were you talking to.
We found a contingent of bunny men.
Oh, more of those. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even notice them.
What kind of gear are they wearing? How good is it?
Plate metal, short swords,
Good on.
shields, round shields.
So they're well equipped.
They are well equipped.
Well, if they're anything like the one that I ran into though, they're conjured, so can you know what, Fernando, could you just like dispel them and see what happens? Are you able to do that?
No, I am not. The best I can do is sing to them.
They don't appear to be hostile, more like an armed escort than anything else.
Yeah, but telling us to go a different direction than the smoke that you were smelling.
So what actually is that smoke I can smell coming from?
Camp. Or camp. Yeah, or camp. Or camp. Can't go that way. Also kill you.
How many?
10,000. Possibly more.
10,000?
Are you capable of it, my friend? You don't seem all that.
Sorry? No, there. I'm only days old.
You know how many total?
2.
Is 2.
There are 10,000 orcs in a camp just over there, and this is the first one that I call bullshit on that.
It does seem a little suspicious considering they're trying to get us to go. They said the one said that the wizard lived nearby. And now all of a sudden they show up in front of us telling us to go a different direction. So that he can, what, watch us from a distance? Or he's telling the truth, but our best bet's probably for me to go take a look then. But if these rabbits keep making noise, then we know there's something else up, because they're not going to make that much noise next to a orc camp.
My insights tell him he's too stupid to lie. Because I feel like he's too stupid to lie.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very innocent. They're not capable of lying.
Yeah, my friend. I think they are simple like children. I don't think they are capable of lying. Or much yet.
We could just ask them to take us to their master.
I think that's what they want.
Well then, would you be so good as to take us to your master without saying that you're probably as well armed as me?
They look between each other, and they all have different color glowing eyes. And then they look back to you and go, "Yes. Lead you to the master, we will. He can show you the camp."
Was it like their eyes glowed while they were telepathically communicating, or was it just they have different colored eyes?
Their eyes glow all the time.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, these are definitely not like the random people lying. In fact, I'm not sure I've seen anything like this before. This one's new on me. Which is great.
You wish to follow us?
Might as well.
Okay. Lead you to the master, we will. So they don't really walk in a sort of traditional way. They sort of bound a little bit as they go. And they sort of lead you back towards your camp and then back in the opposite direction. And there's another camp. It's a very, very small clearing with a tent, another sort of a larger tent inside in the camp. As you emerge from the bushes, the wizard, there's a man there in grey robes. As you approach, he does something which will probably, well, no. He places his hand by his side and pulls a musket and aims it at you.
Which one are the aiming at?
He's just sort of generally aiming in your direction.
How far away from him? How far away am I from him?
About 20 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action as he pulls the musket. I assume I know somewhat what this is. That it looks like similar to a crossbow, or it's going to do something dangerous, or it wouldn't be pointing. It has.
Well, yeah, it has a trigger mechanism that you would recognise as a trigger mechanism.
So I'm just going to teleport behind him and put my rapier in his back and say, I do not think you should point that at us, my friend. We come in peace. You invite us here and point a gun at us. So So I'm literally just going to teleport behind him and just put a blade in his back. And I'm sure we do not wish trouble.
He sort of glances around slightly towards you and goes, "Just checking you're who I thought you were."
Well, dangerous mistake. That could be even kidney. I'm going to tap his kidney and put my blade away. Like, just tap where his kidney is on his back and just put my blade away. Now, no quick movements.
You said he pulled this musket from under his cloak?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't pulled from some other interesting place like a tiny little pocket or a bag.
No, he has a holster for it.
Teleport's gone for the day. Damn you, old wizard.
Well, since he put it down and Fernando's got him kind of cornered, I'm gonna walk up and grab the musket and start taking a look at it just because I can.
I sure think we came in peace.
Let's look at it. I'm looking for something particular. Oh, so you already know about it, so we're good. I'm looking for magic symbols or runes. Depends on how old the pirate was.
Okay. You go to take. You're not taking it on that one.
What's that?
Well, you just got a nat 20 on intimidation.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't see it from where I was at. Okay. So, he's not intimidated. And I can't
He's intimidated. No, you went ahead and try and reach the gun. He's intimidated you to back off.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't.
Alright, well, I will,
He's going for more of a Christopher Lambert from Mortal Kombat. I don't think so. As you see a little sort of lightning going around his eyes.
Alright. I will cease to try to get a hold of this weapon for now.
So you were going to go and
Like an investigation roll on it to see if I can see anything around it, as far as like any symbols or something. Symbols are of particular interest to me for various reasons, as you've noticed in this whole campaign.
yeah.
Alright, so I will investigate it from my distance, since he won't let me touch it. Gosh, so stingy. And it's an 18.
Mm. There aren't any runes or anything on it.
What kind of magic weapon is this?
Whoever said it was a magic weapon?
Well, I haven't seen it before. It's, you know, gotta at least check what kind of magic this is.
It's simple chemistry.
I've heard that word before. Potion people.
Yes. So now we've got through the normal repartee. Was there something you wanted to say to me? Well, I'd have thought a bit of bloody gratitude would be in order. Unless you really wanted to die.
I think you underestimate. I think you underestimate who you're talking to, my friend. I am Fernando Martinez.
Yes, I know you are. But I do not believe even Fernando Martinez can take out 10,000 orcs.
He would kill a lot more than it would take to silence him.
Oh, is this for stopping us from wandering into an army of orcs?
Supposedly. We don't,
Oh,
we don't know yet. We don't know what was over the hill.
supposedly. You want to see the army of orcs?
I'm more curious of why there is an army of orcs here. Is there amassing in this dirt? I am not. I mean, problems with all sorts around here.
A simple show of strength.
Simple show of strength. 10,000 is very simple. I'll tell my friend, a hammer is a lot simpler than a surgical tool. No?
Someone had to prove to their minion that they were still in charge. So they sent their army here to prevent them from having too many ideas above their station. How much do you know of the Baron who runs this island, or runs this area of the island?
At the Baron we are just about proxy.
This Baron is in command of an army of orcs.
Oh no, he's far less important than that. His master controls 10,000 orcs or more. Well, definitely more. His master just had the orcs turn up, linger for a while, and now they'll be heading back away from here. The reason why they weren't aware of you was the fact that they were breaking camp this morning and heading away. You'll be perfectly safe to continue your journey this afternoon.
Well, that's good news.
Well, I guess some things are in order, so thank you, my friend. It was
Thank you, sir.
very beneficial we did not walk into the middle of 10,000 orcs. I mean,
What a time, General.
having Fernando show how just almighty he is, it's not beneficial for anybody right now.
See, you don't realize how much this place is going to shift the balance of power in the realm.
How so?
That dark material. Have you seen its effect upon creatures of evil?
Unfortunately, yes.
Precisely.
They go freaking scary.
And what you saw, was it the creatures that inhabit the other world?
Yes.
So what you saw were bottom feeders. Bottom feeders become predators. So make a guess what happens when you give it to a predator.
They become an elite, and if you give it to an elite, they become a god.
Precisely. And there are many creatures at the realm who would like to see power shift in their way.
And what's stopping them? It's a tiny little town of people who end from the other, and anything could just go there and get as much of that stone as it wanted.
No one wants to be the first one to move.
May I ask you a question? You seem very knowledgeable, correct?
At times.
So, I was wondering what would happen if Fernando were to take some of that stone. I have been reluctant to touch it so far.
Certain things it would well, your very being is in... You are part tiefling, aren't you?
Yes.
But only
My mother was at there.
but only part.
Mother was deep.
But only in part.
This is why I was curious about this situation.
The black stone could probably do unspeakable things to you. Perhaps make you full tiefling, perhaps make you something else.
Would it change who he is as a person?
Oh, most certainly.
Would it ruin my handsome face?
I do not know what it would do to you precisely.
Because this is Fernando's moneymaker. He needs this.
Perhaps it would make you into something worse.
As a paladin, I feel I should caution you against touching the black stuff. But as a man, I recognize I'm in no position to tell anybody anything about substances.
Fernando was hesitant anyway. He was unlikely to touch it. If it will meet this perfect form, there is no point.
See, it could...
Perfection. He needs strive no further.
The thing is, it could easily break the balance between you, the two parts of your personality.
That doesn't sound good.
What if I gave him both? I do have both.
Alright, Silvergrass affects elves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I put myself right in the middle of this one. I was like, oh, it would be cool to be a half elf, half tiefling as a backstory for this character. And now all the stuff affects elves and tieflings. I'm like, ooh. I put myself right in the middle of that.
Yes, you could. Yeah, you basically the problem with your backstory. The problem with being both is elves are going to have a particularly exaggerated reaction to the silver grass, and tieflings are going to have a particularly exaggerated reaction to the black stone. So you could easily become like an abomination of. You could end up being basically like a freaking avatar or something. Freaking like.
Embodiment of both an elf and a tiefling.
Well, yeah. That's what I meant by an avatar, like a charmed style avatar, like exactly neutral, like a neutral god.
The thing is, I'm slightly more elf than I am tiefling, which is why I'm cautioning myself about the black stone. Ever so slightly more elf.
Oh yeah, because
It's won out a little bit.
well, you'd be cautious on both sides because of your personality as well. Because power reveals.
Personality assumed or made up otherwise.
Hmm.
I want to make an insight on this wizard sorcerer dude.
Mm.
I want to try and gauge how old he is. I know it's hard with the magic used to gauge how old they are, but sometimes like the doctor has that look where you can tell he's way older than he looks.
Okay.
Same look Fernando has. I want to insight to see if I can try and figure out. I want to try and figure out how old this dude is.
He's a week old. Yes.
is a week old.
That can't be right.
Um,
It cannot be. I don't have to give some kind of name.
Like, look here, wizard man. Where the hell are you from?
Me? What makes you think I'm really here?
All right, can I do one of those arcane checks again then?
Yes.
Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Arcana. 16.
He's not real either.
Like, hey
He's,
guys.
he's a conjured being as well.
He's another conjuring thing.
yes. You're looking for. I'm gonna look him up. My guesstimate would be you are about a week old. From when they made you.
Well, yes. My true self definitely couldn't come here. I would be spotted far too easily. See, don't you understand this? In the world, there is a balance between the forces. Amongst the evils of the world, they gather their power carefully, subtly, so that when they're ready, then they strike at each other. They do not make grand assaults against small countries, because otherwise their rivals will wonder, why have they suddenly sent a force there? What's going on? Maybe there's they would look for weakness, look for change, wonder. And this little island would be erupt in war. They hope that the others don't know that this power is here.
All the evils of the world fight over the power, and if they were to make themselves too much known, then the gods would send their apostles and servants, and we would be in a huge battle.
Yes. So they have sent small armies, small forces here, emissaries, avatars, all sorts of things. Perhaps one of you has seen one. I know that a shadow is following you.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, a shadow. You've seen it, glimpses of it. It flickers away into nothingness as soon as you look at it. A shadow demon.
Which one of us has been seeing?
Actually, each of you has seen glimpses of it at different times.
Oh, okay.
I think Wolfman saw it once. I think you saw it once. Like a flicker of something move. It's...
Underground area.
Mm.
But who's to say that, well, one of us is definitely working for a god.
Oh, none of you.
Paladin.
I mean, none of you are actually working for... I know none of you are working for evil. Even if one of you has been touched by it.
I'm gonna do that shifty eyes thing.
Are you talking about Tiamat?
Oh, you actually saying that aloud?
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Name drop, name drop. Name drop and a half. What do you mean, like, what, if you working for Satan? Like, what?
So it would make sense to do that after the Black Day, because then she'd finally be able to beat the ass off the hammer with it, maybe.
Exactly.
Like, guarantees you once is the way to be stronger than Muhammad.
But she
But
could
the
have
thing,
had it if she wanted it.
yeah.
It was available. So she obviously doesn't want somebody else to have it, but isn't necessarily interested in it herself.
Well, it's like I just said, you know, she doesn't want to make a big move for it, because if she makes a big move for it, other people will make a big move for it as well.
And then Muhammad might try to kick her ass.
Exactly. And that's why no one wants to be the first one to make a big move for it. One person has a foothold here already.
Now, basically, we have just wandered into a giant shitstorm where everyone just wants to be the ones to make the first move, but everyone's afraid. We are in the middle of a Cold War over Blackstone.
Everyone. Basically, everyone's in their corners waiting for the bell is going to go eventually, but they're all waiting in their corners at the moment for when the bell rings.
And we just sort of wandered into the middle of it.
Yep.
I think I know where this flyer made its way to. I don't think it was a coincidence. I think it was a hand moving the said flyer, maybe.
Well, of course.
Fernando to put in his importance here way above everyone else's.
Yeah, my friends. How many of you have actually spoken with a god?
Unfortunately, Wolfie's not here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean before that experience. How much do you know about the gods? What they really want?
All I know is that most of them are trouble. That's what I know.
It's quite funny that Wolfie isn't here, the only person who has actually seen Dungeon Master.
Yeah, not all of the gods. Some of the gods are beautiful, radiant.
I thought
Beautiful, radiant trouble.
I knew what the gods were and what they want, but then I realised how dangerous people who think they knew that are.
Yeah, to try and interpret the will of the gods is a fool's errand. But sometimes they're very apparent about what they want. And sometimes even the gods cannot get what they want.
Petulant children are often the loudest.
Methinks you have not a good opinion of the gods.
Story for another time.
I have a very complicated relationship with the gods.
Yeah, that's real.
So someone's touched, you say. Just who would that be?
Sorry, just replying to a message from someone.
You wizard man!
Sorry, what were you asking me?
Someone's touched, who would that be?
You're asking me who's been touched by the gods?
Yeah. I want to know what you know.
You don't have to be someone as powerful as my master to realize who it was who blessed you.
Oh, that. I don't know what you're talking about.
The dragon blood flowing through your veins.
God's been watching us the entire time we've been here. And maybe beforehand. Interesting to know how much he knows about me.
Oh, that's... You misunderstand me. I'm not here to prevent you from doing anything. It's quite the contrary. I'm here to help you.
group of orcs is the rather obvious way to gain our trust. But how do we know anything else about you?
Well,
He is a very suspicious individual. He does not trust anyone.
because of the person who sent me here.
And then like that.
Well, one of your party has already met him. But unfortunately, your companion is not here.
Where is Wolfie? I mean, I assumed he'd just find us later because, you know, wolf smells, you know, that appeal.
Well, some darknesses are harder to overcome. His darkness overcame him last night. And eventually, and he will return. He will return.
Wait, is Wolfie in trouble?
I am not the one to tell you. There is a friend of his who could tell you more. If you go into my tent.
Been caught like that before. No thanks.
This is not the first time someone has offered Fernando into the tent. And he is not sure that he'd be having too much fun with you right now.
In fact, he was the one who asked me to come here.
Alright, so can I do, let's see. I don't know if I want to do insider investigation, like, towards the entrance of the tent to see what I'm seeing, because I don't even know if this person, you know, he may be conjured, the other person he says is far away, but then he wants us to go into a tent to talk to somebody. So, I'm kind of wondering what's in the tent. Or can I even see into the tent from where we are?
You can't see into the tent.
Now, I'll leave that decision to the rest of you. Just know that I'm on guard.
Well, if neither of you want to go into the tent, I'll go in. If I'm not back out in 10 minutes, storm it. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to take this with anyone. I'll be the canary then, if that's what people...
I'm sure if this individual tries to harm us, Fernando will be able to do.
Well, I say if one of us goes, we should probably all just go, but I don't like it.
One of us. I think I should stay here with the wizard. I think I would have the best chance to deal with him if he is trying to betray us.
You hear that, Richter? Fernando's scared. That's what I hear.
Fernando is not scared. He is making sure you're okay. He will. Fernando will gladly go into the tent first, but.
Fernando, if we're not back in, say, an hour, kill him.
Yeah, I think that is acceptable.
So who is going to travel into the tent?
I guess it's me and Richter.
Okay.
Are you sure? Fernando will happily go first. I feel insulted that you threatened his manhood. He will happily walk first into the fire. Always. He just thinks it's a better choice to stay with the wizard.
He's not even a real wizard. He's a thing.
He still has plenty of magic, my friend.
If he's a conqueror, is killing him even a threat? Like,
Yeah, like, wouldn't the worst thing he would be, like, dispel him?
Honestly, the reason that Fernando is staying, because Fernando is within 5 feet of this guy, because he didn't move away from him. So Fernando reckons he's got a good chance to cut this guy in half before he can get off his powerful magic. Because I don't know how powerful a spellcaster is, and magic is dangerous as fuck. If you are, if he decides to throw a fireball into that tent, you are both roasted and dead. Whereas Fernando reckons he's quick enough to cut this guy in half before he does that.
Okay, I think we should go with Fernando's plan then. Just
Fernando has quite a lot of magic knowledge. Even he is an arcane spellcaster.
Right. I'm just being surly because of all the talk of gods and this
Yeah,
and that.
that's fine. Fernando's just like, no, I am not going. I would go first every time. He is not afraid of death.
I'm a grumpy rogue who's talking about stuff he doesn't really like to talk about.
And he's even more grumpy at the moment.
How's the wizard taking the standing with him? Is he insulted by the fact that I reckon I can go with the half?
or about the fact that we don't trust him.
He finds it more amusing than anything. He smiles every time you say it.
That's fine.
So like, what is happening?
So the two...
Let's get this over. Let's just go see what the hell this guy's got in this tent.
Alright then.
Okay.
Perception check?
What, before you walk in or after you've walked in?
I'd say probably after we walk in.
Okay. So obnoxious.
I'm not going to walk in without my daggers in my hands, so...
Okay.
So do I roll for perception?
Yep, both roll for perception.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I'm pretty wary at this moment, so it would make sense my perception would be a little higher.
Okay. So you feel like you've moved somewhere when you step through. There was a reason why you couldn't see into the tent.
Ah, shit, Richter, it's portal magic.
And also your daggers are not in your hands anymore.
I didn't roll my scimitar, so I still have them.
In fact, your daggers are not actually on you anymore.
Uh-oh.
In front of you is a fairly sturdy-looking wood chair and a oldish man, approximately in his late 40s, 50s, with a large beard and sort of chainmail-esque outfit, is sitting.
George R.R. Martin?
Not as overweight. If he was shorter and dumpier, then yes, George R.R. Martin.
Who the hell are you?
You ask me that after you've intruded on my tent?
I was in
You should have some manners, young person.
So we were instructed to enter this tent by a wizard, and we're a bit lost. I don't know what's going on, which is frankly usually the case, but I'm sober today, so, you know,
It hits a little harder.
yeah.
Well, that's all right. At least you are showing some manners, unlike your companion there. Shows no manners at all upon entering my keep.
But you deal with this, Richter. I don't have time for this.
Okay, I'll play diplomat. that instructed us to enter this tent, is he affiliated with you?
Why, yes. Of course he is. He's a friend of mine. From a long time ago.
So, could you maybe shed some light as to the reason we're here?
Here in my camp, or here in my keep, or here on this island.
I was thinking in the more immediate sense of where exactly are we? I think we're not in the same island.
No, you're in.
We're not in the same locale.
No, you're in my keep. You think I would meet with you for the first time in a tent in the woods? What kind of person do you think I am?
Oh, you mean like us?
Well, I'm sure I don't.
I'm certainly not anything like you. I was a long, long time ago. But now I am master of this place. One of many.
What is the place to which we refer? Where is this keep that we are situated?
That is for another time. You'll learn more about me as time goes on, but for now, we are just here to provide you with some knowledge and to keep you out of the way. Because you almost caused a great deal of problems.
Yes, that's about right.
Does this have to do with the 10,000 dogs we almost wandered headlong into?
Yes.
Are they out of earshot now? Because I'm going to have a conversation with the wizard out here.
Yeah, they can't hear you. They are quite a long way away.
Yeah. So what did you send them?
Where did I send them?
When did you send them?
I didn't send them anywhere. I just sent them into the tent. That's where I was told to send them. My master. Who do you mean? Because there are two other people involved in this. I am simply an echo. My master's friend.
Your creator and your master, sir. How much did they really know about me?
My master knows a small amount about you. His friend, on the other hand, knows everything about you.
And how does his friend know this information?
Well, because of who he is. But I don't throw his name around.
No, I think
He
you understand why I would be very interested to know this. And I think
He is-
it's in your best interest to tell me.
he's operating under an alias.
I'm going to try and intimidate him into telling me the truth.
Okay, try it.
A 24.
He edges closer. No.
I do not think you know how this works.
I am a simple conjuration. I lack either fear of death or fear of harm. There is nothing you can do to intimidate me. I give you this information voluntarily.
I do not. I have considerable prejudices. I do not like new people knowing about my past. It is not something I like. And I think he knows this.
Well, that's alright then, because these are not people. One of them is, my master is a person, but his friend is not.
I assume you mean he is a higher being.
Yes, he used to be a adventurer such as you.
So he is like
But then he transcended above that.
transcended. Yes. So he is like my beautiful lady. She also did the same thing.
Yes.
This is interesting knowledge. So I take it I will be safe if I step beyond the boundary.
Yes.
I'm gonna step into the deck, so I'll hear in the conversation whatever.
Okay. So,
I got what I wanted out of that conversation, but I wanted to know how much they knew about me.
one knows everything and one knows almost nothing.
And the one who knows everything is the one sitting in the deck.
Yes.
Yes. Alright.
Well, what is it you wanted to know about me?
The guy inside the tent now speaking to Fernando.
Oh no, he's speaking to you two still.
Yeah, I haven't entered your conversation yet.
Oh, okay.
I was having my own conversation with the guy outside.
So,
Okay, I thought you were just speaking to the tent.
thief, paladin.
Your friend was very insistent that the incident sent to speak. What would you have of us?
You have to be aware.
Just take everything he says, flip it around in circles, and expect no answers. This is how the higher ups, as you would like to call them, tend to deal.
Oh no. I will provide you with any information you seek. I have no reason to lie, and I do not seek this realm to go to war. Especially not the sort of war that would happen.
They're locked, but they're still riddles.
My question was, what is it that you require of us that your friend asked us to speak? Or at least to understand.
You must go and speak to the Baron. You must seek him out. But you must remember one thing. This world, this island, used to be the seat of a great dark power. One of you has seen it, or a remnant of it, anyway. And the Baron seeks to bring about that dark power, to resurrect it. And others seek to as well. Others, who have power in the realm already, seek to absorb its power into their own. But they do not wish the gods to know. So they're being subtle. The Baron has an allegiance to someone already. The master of those orcs. And the one who controls the shadow demon that follows you. So they are much more in the know than you believe.
So now he just got my attention. So, hold on. What is Shadow Demon?
The one that keeps appearing. Well, the one that you keep seeing from time to time. The one that would have been very interested by the person you were intimate with. If the shadow demon had seen that, then war would already be afoot. And that orc army would have turned around and immediately seized the city. You see, you need to find a way to destroy the Dark Stone and destroy the Nexi before the other beings in this realm realize its power and realize what they could do with it.
Well, I know a way to destroy it. It's just going to make a really big hole in the ground.
There may
You're,
not be an aisle left to save if we go that route.
your method doesn't destroy it, it spreads it. Look how badly it went for you. You ended up in the other realm. If you detonated the whole island, you would create a portal into that realm so large that the realm could potentially fall into it.
I believe my lord.
Yeah, you'd make a portal so big that either they start coming through or it turns us inside out into them.
Yeah.
That's not good news. I don't like those ones.
Right, so we find ourselves in the rather unique position of being able to destroy this blackstone and being largely unaffiliated with any number of gods that want to use it for their own ends, and are therefore asked by circumstance with doing so before, like, a nuclear war of interdimensional proportions erupts. Do I have that about right?
Yes.
Guess we better get going and find out about it then.
Out of interest, which god were you affiliated with? Was it the god of the sea? Whichever the sea god is.
Well, I haven't actually. The backstory I thought of for Richter was that he was affiliated with one of the whichever god prizes order the most and was in the land and was a paladin before, but he became disillusioned with the church when they started abusing their power, and so opted for radical freedom, aka piracy.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
DM, just as I'm on my travels through the tent to this location, can I, there's a very specific thing I want to try and think about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is very hard and very rare for a human to ascend to godhood. There's only one known case that I personally know of, which is the Raven Queen who did it, and possibly the god of magic did it by doing a 10th level spell. So I want to make a history check to try and figure out who this guy was and what god he killed to become a god. Because the accounts are so far between that something might ping up in the many stories of a person ascending from an adventurer to godhood.
Yeah?
A 16.
A name comes to mind. But they didn't ascend.
On a technical side, apparently we're not coming through very clear on the stream.
Oh. Oh. Hold on, I can sort that. Well, they saying you're just sounding quiet.
The message I got was, what's up with the audio? They can only hear you.
Yeah, I'm checking the audio back now, and
I've just done the same, and I can't hear us.
yeah,
That's weird.
it's very quiet.
Is it better now? Oh wait, yeah, I can see it on the thing now. Hold on.
Oh, but Discord just does that occasionally to restore to the default settings for no apparent reason.
And that's really annoying because it's been a really interesting encounter that no one's going to be able to hear.
Oh,
That is really annoying. I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh, that's so blinking annoying.
Now, I wonder if we're going to come through alright on the audio.
Okay, when I changed it to that, it popped up. Okay, say something.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to start talking and see what I can hear.
No
Yes, it's on
Roman,
there
no
now.
I. No Roman, no I.
Sorry, that was my fault. I changed the call over to my second screen so I could hear Ollie easier, and I didn't change the default to that. So because of that, it cut the audio,
Okay, yeah, I'm
and I didn't
hearing.
realise.
Yeah, I think we're coming through better now.
Yeah, you should be coming through fine now. I can see it working
Yeah.
on... Oh, sorry. Oh, shit.
Tech issues. Streaming's unknowable dark magic. These things happen.
That is really annoying.
I blame the gods.
Uh,
Okay, I've got to remember that for future things. That if I change
yeah.
the Discord call to a different thing, I've got to remember to change it on here as well.
Yeah.
Seems like a
So
rather
I think,
silly issue for it to have.
Yeah. Just in case, what I usually do when I'm streaming with us is we have someone check the audio on the stream at the beginning, just in case something
Yeah.
unforeseen has gone down.
That's really annoying because yeah. Oh, man.
It wouldn't have come up because I changed it midway through.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, I only changed it like half an hour in or something.
Well, I've just realised I have more audio coming through my speakers instead of my fucking headphones as well. Right.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, your audio is way better now. Just so you know, because earlier in the thing, it was hard to understand you.
What, me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were a bit.
Yeah,
tinny.
it's because I was having a problem with Discord where it kept trying to default from my headset mic to my camera mic.
Oh yeah.
So I had to try and
Oh.
fix that. I managed to fix that just after my computer died.
Mine doesn't.
Right. So I got a name, did I?
Yeah. But it's not someone who transcended to godhood.
Okay. Was it someone trying to ascend to godhood?
No. It's a really obscure myth. Not about someone who ascended, but about the origins of life itself.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
Interesting.
the potential origin of the Dungeon Master.
Oh, so one of those like really vague, old sort of this is just a myth kind of thing. Even in a world of gods, this is kind of a myth.
Yeah, it's sort of like a someone who claimed to be Dungeon Master said this at some point and said that was how they became Dungeon Master.
Okay.
And over years, it was written down, and no one is quite sure. Because most people are, someone turns up at your village and claims to be God and claims to know the origin of the world is sort of a bit fanciful.
No. Especially with some of us having influences from other realms entirely, where their
Right.
visions of gods and such or their lore is different.
So, what amount of information do I manage to glean from this?
Well, you pick up a name, but as I said, it's a very. Sorry, I've accidentally turned the. No, that's better. Just trying to. I know why. I know why they were still picking you up because they were picking you up through my mic. Technically, they shouldn't have been picking you up at all, but they were picking you up through my mic, so that's how they was hearing you
Oh.
somewhat.
Oh god. Oh.
So, what was the name?
Treyguard.
Rhaegar.
Treyguard.
How's that spelled? Making a note of it.
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'll put it in the stream chat. Well, so everyone can see it. So it should. So I'm sort of juggling things to keep everything up and running. But yeah, that's one Wolfie should have. Well, one people have told me before to check the audio beforehand.
I don't think whoever this guy is that person. I didn't get a ping on who this person is. Okay.
Well, you haven't met them yet.
No, but I thought I might get a story. I might be able to. As I said, people becoming gods is a very rare thing and very usually storied.
Yeah, it's one of those things that tends to get noticed.
So with Fernando showing up and Richter having a conversation with this entity, and I am feeling mighty annoyed at this moment. I'm going to hey, that's enough. Stop that. I'm going to take a look around the tent and see if there's anything other than this chair. I know we're in another place, but I want to see what's around.
Well, it's not actually a tent.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
more,
I want to see what's going on in the room that we're at, I guess.
it's more of a building. But yeah, you can have a look.
Yeah, because I'm already annoyed with the whole situation, and they can have the conversation. I'm just going to listen in and roam around and see if there's anything useful I can pick up from this place, or if it's just a barren meeting point that this entity has put together.
So you're gonna head through the main doorway.
Yeah, I might as well. Like, I'm sure they won't mind me being out of the conversation anyway, especially since I'm just gonna be argumentative and counter, or proclaim my disdain for questionable, vague messages.
Okay. So you can actually head through the door.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go towards the door, the guy on the chair says to you, tries to tell you, no, you do not go through there. If you go through there, the path is always forwards.
The path is always forward.
If you seek to challenge the dungeon, then you must travel onwards. You cannot come back.
Hmm.
But then we'd be challenging a dungeon without Fernando and Wolfie.
Well, no, Fernando's on his way, or is in the tent. I thought, or inside the room now.
Oh,
It'd be
I
Wolfie we
must
were
have missed
missing.
that. We'll just have to have faith he'll find us.
Well, we do
I
have
mean,
the.
he's got.
I mean, have we even looked at the amulets to see if if they're glowing or anything?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no
we
one's
have
actually
those.
done that yet.
Oh yeah, we have those. Oh,
So
he's just in his.
I'm gonna check my pocket then and see if I find, or check my pockets and see if I find the amulet then, since I thought of it.
There is an amulet there.
All right, and what is the amulet doing? Is it glowing, or does it like pulse, or is it like a heartbeat, or
There is a strange light to it.
okay?
I choose to believe that whenever one of us isn't here and in the amulet, it's like that one episode of Doctor Who when he was trapped in the confession dial. That's my favourite episode of Doctor Who, by the way. I haven't seen any of the classic stuff, I hasten to add, in case that doesn't make sense.
I haven't watched that much Doctor Who. I've watched some, but not very much.
The problem with the originals is you have to take into account that there's a lot of unnecessary
made.
cliffhangers.
Yeah,
Because
Heaven
of
Sent is my.
It's just a weakness of the format where you only had like a half an hour format, and so stories would be 7 or 8 episodes long. So there's a lot of cliffhangers which are very, very quickly resolved. So they can be a little bit detrimental to the plot.
So yeah, Heaven Sent is my favourite episode. Shame about the follow-up.
When Fernando gets to the tent, he let me know, because I'm gonna make an entrance.
Okay, well,
Very good.
Obnoxious has just started heading towards the other door. He's been warned not to, so that would make it Ollie's turn, or Richter's turn.
Right. So, okay, do we know that Fernando is on his way here?
You do not.
Right. So we can't go back. Well, how are we supposed to get back to our friend then? So is challenging the dungeon the next thing that we're going to do? Yeah.
Oh, he was just basically talking about the dungeon.
Oh, right.
Where Obnoxious was heading.
Oh, I see. So he wants... right, so... I don't know what to do, because, if I start going back now, then...
Well, I'm over in the other side at this door, freaking doing a little waving thing, like, indicating he's crazy and thumbing towards the door.
Okay, so that's when Fernando appears.
Now I'm gonna step out, stride up, and then take my hat off and bow. I am Fernando Martinez. I am here at your summons. I do not believe I have your name.
Well, my name is Dragard.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, interesting.
And I welcome you to my keep.
What is Tragard the god of? Do I know that?
No, you just know him as an alias. or what
Oh,
a
okay.
myth, basically, as he may have been the origin of where the dungeon master came from. But that's to you that just seems crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't believe that.
I mean, that's
Duh.
like, I mean, to give you an idea, that's like someone claiming not to be Zeus, but to be one of the Titans.
Right.
Yeah, and I take it you are very familiar with me, and very familiar with all of us, and sitting above us on some level. Am I correct in thinking this?
Why, yes. I'm the master of this keep, the master of this dungeon.
And wait, pray tell, is this dungeon?
Many leagues from where you have come from, and where you shall return to once our business is concluded.
And what business do you wish of me? And
Well,
my
I'm here to
compatriots.
prove to you that you are not alone in this. You have found yourself tumbling into a great potential war. And the powers that be do not wish you to pursue that conflict or accidentally cause it to get worse.
So what is your suggestion on what we should do to avoid such impertinent sparking of this war?
Essentially, the blackstone we keep seeing around is like, well, I was going to say it's like plutonium, but that's not something that someone in D&D would say. The blackstone is an incredibly powerful magical resource, as we know, and there are several gods who want it, and we've just wandered into the middle of a very unstable situation, which could erupt into a war on a divine scale, which would not be good. That has been the gist of what we've learned here.
But your friend Obnoxious here seems more interested in what is beyond this door.
What is beyond that door?
Beyond that door lies the dungeon.
The description is amazing. Thank you, wise, benevolent god of sorts, for your amazing description of this hole in the wall here.
What, may I ask, is on the other side of that dungeon?
One
Look,
of four
see-
great rewards.
Obnoxious is trying to get himself banished from this room too. At this point.
I have a question, DM.
Yeah?
As my rapier isn't a normal weapon and is actually part of my soul, is it here with me?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I mean, the guy does have some kick to him.
Did he say the 4 rewards?
Yes. 4 magical rewards. Of great power.
I'm suddenly less grumpy then.
What do you reckon, lads? You up for it?
You seek to challenge the dungeon?
Is that a good idea at this point? I mean, we have to find that manor with that guy in it. But you said it wasn't urgent.
I mean, if we've got to challenge somebody, we don't even know what the other guy's abilities are, his power level, any of that stuff. He obviously works for somebody else that's more powerful than him. And I don't think these piddly daggers and swords that we have are you know, they'll do a lot, but I don't know if they'll do that much. Maybe it's worth looking into.
Yeah.
Great rewards sound good to me. A little sneaky, little stabby, and we could be on our way.
I'm a pirate. I stopped listening the moment you said great rewards. What do you reckon, lads? Up for it?
I'm gonna look at this guy and be like, would it be a fool's errand to try and attempt the dungeon now? What do you think? You are the master of this keep.
Well, that is up to you. If you seek to challenge the dungeon, then it is now. If you seek not to, then you can easily be dismissed.
I
I
am
think what
Fernando Martinez. I shall never turn down a challenge.
Dungeon it is then.
If Fernando's looking around, he's going to see me rolling my eyes in the corner at that last statement. But I'm very perturbed by this entire situation, and I'm ready to leave.
Again, I don't think these two have twigged to something about Fernando's character on this one.
Alright, small point. If we're going to challenge this dungeon, can we have our weapons back?
No,
Those are kind of important.
for those
No.
are the rules of the dungeon.
What, no weapons?
No weapons.
So, procure on site or no weapons at all?
You take on the challenge of the dungeon, knowing full well that your weapons will not heed you.
Okay, but can we take weapons that we find in there? Or is this just an unarmed challenge thing?
You may take one item from each room, and food enough to sustain you.
Interesting.
Oh, and are these rooms in the keep? Or are you talking about rooms in the dungeon?
In the dungeon. Oh, sorry, I correct
does
myself. You may take 2 items. Sorry. And
Is all
food
of
enough.
Fernando's gear missing? Is all of my gear missing?
yes.
Oh, I'm very unhappy. Fernando's mood changes as he realizes this. I think you should allow me to take my instrument. I would very much like my violin back. His face changes at this point. He's staring this guy down. He does not care. He wants his violin back. You will give me my violin. It is
Of
precious.
course you may
It is
have
the
your
most
violin.
precious
It
possession.
is not a weapon.
I'm still wearing my
Do
armor, right?
I have my violin case back?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. I'm going to open it up and check the violins in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You wouldn't have taken that off you because it is not a weapon.
I'll have my
Okay,
full
yep.
knapsack, except for, what, minus my daggers, the freaking living fire daggers, and my blood dagger.
Yeah, you don't have
Those
any
are
of
all
your
missing?
daggers.
My scimitars. So my scimitars are gone.
They're gone too.
Does my holy water count as a weapon?
No.
Okay. So I have my stone and my holy water.
Yep.
I can manage. I'm good.
Oh, do I have my parrying dagger, the non-attack dagger? The shield, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take that. So I've got a violin and a
So-
parrying dagger.
So no offensive weapons at all.
No.
Depends on your idea of what can be made a weapon.
What about my armor? Am I still wearing it?
Yeah.
Good, because otherwise I'd be naked. And unlike Fernando, Richter has some body issues. He's not really that comfortable.
I am ready whenever you two are.
All right. Into the fire then. Let's do this.
No time like the present. before I get kicked out of here, we should probably just go.
Into the dungeon.
I think the last thing that I really need is I've created godlings and basic gods of sorts now and kicked out of realms. Last thing I need to do is take a real god and piss them off.
Okay, so you go into the dungeon.
Suggest I take point because I think I have the highest armor rating if something attacks us.
Well, as you enter the door frame, you disappear to everyone behind you.
Oh. Never mind.
So, okay, so are we separated at this point then, walking into here?
Basically, as everyone walks through, they disappear to the person behind them.
So, we're
A bit
all
like when you
separated
walked
in
into the
this
tent.
dungeon.
Ugh, portal magic.
Fucking portals.
Now you're
Yeah,
thinking with
look,
portals.
Obnoxious has become entirely, unenthused about portal magic lately.
Oh, do I also have my loot? My guitar.
Yes. Well, as I said, it's not a weapon, so you've
Yeah.
got it.
I think this man underestimates what is a weapon in a bad hand.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, he's a bard. Those are all weapons.
I have my spellcasting focuses, meaning I can use all my magic.
I've got an angry rock and in my wits.
Although
you haven't
my
met
magic
an
is
angry
not-
rock yet.
My magic's not. My magic's set up in a way that is not especially useful to me if I get into a fight scenario. Oh, I don't know. I've got some good stuff on here. Let's see how this goes.
I've got
Okay.
a rope.
Guitar.
Well, you emerge into a large square room. In the middle of the room is a table. On the table, well, actually, no, you'll have to roll a perception and things to see what's on the table.
Are we back together though, or is this
Yeah,
still
yeah, you'll emerge at the same time.
Okay. trying to
So who's? Are we doing this in turn order? Because I'm going to go get a drink. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll do it in
So
turn order.
the-
So, obnoxious.
obnoxious first.
Okay. And I got a 5.
There's a table.
I'm so damn
You're in a
grumpy at this
room.
point. I don't even notice any. I'm just steaming.
Do I also roll perception?
Yeah, roll perception as
Are
well,
we-
because
we're
you're
all
entering a
rolling
new
perception.
room.
I got a 9. My eyes are terrible today, aren't they?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you also spot a table in a room. It's a different room. The guy's not there anymore. But you do notice there are items on the table.
Right.
Fernando's getting a drink, so do either of you want to approach the table?
I'll approach the table.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I'm just walking along with frickin' dang portals.
You're gonna punch volley, I know you are.
I feel rather naked without my scimitars. The irony being I'm probably the most clothed one
Oh my
here
goodness.
with the armor.
Well, you are wearing like proper chainmail, aren't you?
Yeah.
Folly's gonna get punched. Good. Okay. So you've emerged in another room, so you'll need to give me a perception check, Fernando.
Fernando.
The other two have walked over to a table.
Okay. So perception check is 15.
15. You see that there is a number of items on the table.
Oh, those two did not do well on their perception checks. Oh, I just looked at the log.
Yes.
Oh shit. So there's some items on this table.
Yes.
What are the items?
There is a bar of gold, 3 apples, and a brush.
Okay. A bar of gold, 3 apples, and I'm gonna make notes. I want a sticky note. I feel like there's a riddle here. So 1 bar gold, 3
I'm not in the mood for riddles.
apples, and a brush. Okay. Can Fernando try something before he goes over to the table?
Yeah.
He's gonna hold his hand out and see how powerful this god is, and he's going to think as hard as he can. My beautiful lady, please present me with your gift once again. And he's gonna try and summon his rapier.
It
He's
doesn't
gonna try
work.
and have huh?
It doesn't work.
Ooh, okay. That means the Raven Queen can't even touch this place. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Is there anything else, like notes or anything?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the table then.
And there's only one way out of the room.
Okay. And what's the way out of the room?
It's a doorway to your right.
Okay, so just a doorway. What did he say? You can take 2 items from each room.
Well, you can carry 2 items from each room,
Okay.
aside from food.
You can carry 2 items besides food.
Yeah.
One of the items on the table is 3 apples.
Yeah.
So
There's 3 apples on this table, and they're technically food. What kind of brush is it?
It's a hairbrush, very ornate, pearl handled.
Fernando is going to take an apple and a hairbrush.
Are you
'cause
going to
he's
put
gonna
the?
test it.
Are you going to put the apple away, or are you going to hold it
What,
in
in
your
my sack?
hand?
I'm going to hold the hairbrush, and I'm going to put the apple in one of my big... Because I'm wearing that big bard coat, I'm going to put it in one of the pockets.
As you put it in your pocket, you feel sustained as though you've eaten it.
Okay. Interesting.
Like you feel a sudden fullness. It's quite an unusual sensation given that you haven't actually eaten anything. In fact, you were the only person who hadn't eaten breakfast. Well, no, you had eaten breakfast.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah, I hadn't.
You two should maybe take one of each of these apples and put it in your pocket. You'll feel full. It's like eating apple. Interesting.
not sure
So-
how that works, but far be it from me to
Can I take off my hat and put it in my pocket and then just start brushing my hair with a hairbrush?
Yeah.
Get my... Yeah.
It's a very good quality hairbrush.
I feel like it's the sort of thing Fernando would be drawn to and keep if it's a very ornate hairbrush.
I'm curious if everything's the same for everybody on the table. So, is it? Am I up?
I said about the 2 apples, so I pointed those out to you guys.
All right. Well, if I'm up, then I'm going to approach the table as well.
Yeah.
Do I need to do another check of any sorts?
No. As you get closer, the 2 apples and the bar of gold are still obviously there.
Okay. Well, then I will grab one of the apples, as Fernando suggested, and then I'm going to suspiciously inspect this bar of gold.
Okay.
So, boom. Oh my gosh. Even with 2 dice, I can't get a decent roll.
It's a bar of
Frickin'
gold.
scrackin'. Huh?
It's a bar of gold.
It's a bar of gold.
Mhm.
All right, well, that's your standard bar of gold, so it's what, like 8 pounds?
Yep.
Ugh. All right, well, I'll just take it anyway. Just and then I guess, well, yeah, I'll just take the bar of gold and walk out of the way so that Richter can get his apple.
Since the apple is the only remaining item, I guess I'll pocket that. Or put it in my backpack or whatever.
Yeah. And you also feel the strange feeling that you've eaten.
Despite not having done so. Well, that is strange. But then I'll follow Obnoxious out of the room.
Okay. So you're going to head out of the room.
Yeah, well, I'm
Apparently he's pushing me too, so. Pushing me ahead of him.
It's like, get on, you
It grabs you by the back of the
fucking
collar.
Willis, you've got
Come on,
my bar
let's
of gold. I'm having that back. getting a sort of a Die Hard with a Vengeance sort of vibe. Like, that's my bar of gold. He'll be angry until he looks in the back. Hey, that was my bar of gold.
No, I guess I'll.
Who's the
just-
22nd president?
I guess I'll just join the other 2 wherever they're standing. I don't know if we're going out of the room yet, but
Well, Obnoxious, you're leading the way. Are you going to be pushed out of into the next room?
I guess he's bigger than me, so I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna be really pissed off about this. But apparently, I'm getting pushed into the other room, so here I am in the next room, and angry.
Okay, so you emerge into another room, and again another portal. You're definitely getting your frequent flyer mileage doing this. Okay, so more perception.
alright. Come on, give me something. 21.
Ooh, good job, Richter.
Thank goodness, finally 18.
Yeah, that's more like it.
What's Fernando
And
hoping to?
Fernando.
Oh, Fernando is going to look at... Well, he's going to make a perception check as well.
Fernando forgot to make his
15.
perception check.
50. Fernando hadn't actually moved yet. He was watching Richter push obnoxious into the other room while
Oh.
figuring out what the engraving was on this hairbrush as he's walking through the door.
Oh, there isn't one.
Oh, okay, it's just an ornate pearl handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you emerge into another square room. There is only one exit, again, but this time it's to your left. In the middle of the room, there is a young woman wearing a sort of long dress. Around her, dancing around, attempting to make her laugh, is a man in a jester's costume.
Oh.
And eventually,
Can I
she
beat him to
bores
death with a bar goal?
bores of him and runs off out of the door.
She runs off, or he did?
She runs off. And the jester throws his hat to the floor in annoyance.
I think it's your turn, Fernando.
And so I believe it is Obnoxious's turn.
Oh, is it my turn? Oh. I thought it was Fernando's next.
Oh, sorry.
So
Sorry. Is it Fernando's turn?
Yeah, because the last thing that happened was Richter shoved me through a door.
Oh, yeah.
Which-
Yeah.
We'll
So,
have a
Fernando, you are
conversation
actually the
about
first
that
one
shortly.
to witness this.
And he just threw his hat to the floor.
Yes.
And he's still there.
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot be a very good jester if you cannot make a lady laugh.
He turns around and sighs. Yes, I can't seem to help myself at the moment. My fooling seems to not cheer anyone these days. Perhaps it is the darkness of this world. Oh, I have no idea. Woe is folly. Oh, my fooling does not amuse anyone.
Yeah, maybe you should throw some other routines, like some slapstick or a little bit of flute.
Oh, I do, my friend, I do.
Well, show me what you've got.
Sorry?
I said, show me what you've got. Make me laugh.
He attempts to perform for you, but he fails miserably. You see, I cannot even get you to laugh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, let me try and inspire you. How about we go with what do we tell actors to break a leg when they enter the stage? I'm gonna start hopping from one foot to the next.
Okay.
Because
So-
every play has a cast, and I'm gonna trip myself and make it look like I've broken my leg and fall over for the slapstick and do a performance check.
Okay. So you're going to teach him how to do a pratfall.
Yes, 20.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
He copies you precisely.
And then I'm gonna roll around, and I'm gonna flip myself back up onto my feet. See? It's all in the rhythm. You just need to
Oh, that's
wow your
amazing.
audience.
That is amazing. Oh. If only I could. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fernando, for teaching me that. In case you ever see me again, he lifts up his hat. I am Folly the Fool. And if there's anything I can do to help you, then simply ask. For you and your team.
Well, thank you, my friend. It is much appreciated. I'm always here to help an actor or performer succeed. Being the greatest performer in the world, it is important for me to pass my skills on.
Okay,
I think it was your turn. I'd have just roughed him up.
that's why as soon as you said that in the previous room, I was thinking to myself as DM, oh my goodness, Folly is going to get punched.
He's getting decked.
I had the next room all
Why
planned out in my
aren't
head, and I was
you-
like, Folly's going to get punched at this point.
Obnoxious just picks him up. Why aren't you funnier?
Why is she such a shit jester?
No, he just grabs, or he does the bully thing and just grabs his hand. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Next time Folly appears,
Yes,
he's
it
got a
was
black
perfect
eye.
timing for Fernando to have a turn.
Okay. So, Obnoxious, it is your turn.
All right, so I guess. Well, the perception check only saw the weird girl that flittered off into the other room.
No, you
and
saw them
the
both.
jester.
You saw them both.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. We saw them both.
There's nothing
So,
else in the
was
room.
it- What's that?
There's nothing else in the room.
Nothing
You've
else.
currently
Okay.
got Fernando teaching this guy how to do pratfalls and make a lame joke about actors.
So I'm gonna very derisively just go ha ha ha, and then walk off to the next room.
Tough crowd.
I'm going to give a polite little golf clap.
Fernando's pratfall. This was miraculous, no? This was really good.
Very good.
On the 20, 20 is a pretty good roll. Fernando is good at performing.
I'll applaud politely.
At some point, I imagine I'm going to have to do some other things in this game. Fernando has to, like, fix Wolfie's marriage at some point.
I mean, I can fix marriages. Here's a dagger. I'll throw it in the air. You two on each side of the room. Whoever gets it first, see what happens.
Okay, so is everyone going to head on to the next room?
Well, can
Yes.
I roll for perception to see if there are
Just
items in this
please.
room worth taking?
How caught on very quickly.
So,
I'm not sure I know this one.
Yes, I knew Tao would catch on very quickly if he came into the chat. Okay.
right,
So,
can I
um,
check for items?
trying to think of Richter. Would you like to say anything to Folly?
Well, I will wish him. I'll wish him the best of luck in all of his gesturing and fooling endeavours. But I'm more interested in whether there's any loot in the room, to be honest.
I mean, there's a jester. You could loot him.
Yeah, just take the jester with you. Just put. Is he like a short? Is he short, or is
No,
he human
no.
sized?
Human size.
Like, I'll just
I'm
carry
still
him
pretty
under
sure
my
you can
arm.
just pick him up and just carry him.
Well, it said they could only leave with one thing. And potentially
Like
food.
ever or
You can carry two things. You can carry a jester.
And he's potentially food. Even if it is morally ambiguous.
So, can I check for items then?
No, there's no items.
There's no items. All right. Well, I'll leave the room then. I'll wish Folly the best of luck in his endeavours. And friendly greeting and go out of the room.
The
Okay.
downside, what you said about him being potentially food, though, is that if you eat a jester, it might make you feel funny.
Yeah.
I was going to say not when it's folly. No, not when it's folly.
Funny to you.
No, no. Another jester maybe, but not folly. No way.
Does this taste funny to you?
Um. Okay. So you head through the only door, and you emerge to another room, another large square room. Is anyone noticing a
Smoking
theme?
sex? Yeah.
There is only one door.
What side's the? Yeah.
Yes. And the DM is having to make this up on the spot because I didn't think you'd actually be silly enough to go through this door. So,
Sorry.
What side's the door?
I was expecting you to leave the tent. No, leave the thing, not challenge me to a 1980s children's TV game.
Always expect the unexpected.
Well, I didn't think it was actually going to happen.
Well, Obnoxious has problems.
So, you emerge to another square room with only one way out. There is another wooden bench in the middle of the room.
Honestly, the person that would have tried to talk us out of this is not here. Because I imagine Wolfie would have tried to talk us out of it.
Well, yeah, he'd probably be wanting to keep all the food to give to Taddy. For 5 a day. Okay.
Okay.
Perception checks, everyone, please. Hopefully you'll spot the.
Ooh, 14.
10.
And I got a 6.
Oh my goodness!
My sudden burst of clarity.
Again,
has faded, it
oblivious.
seems.
Yeah, I just
Fernando
ran
has
into a
noticed the
jester. They're
table.
like mimes. They just make me angrier.
Yeah, fully.
Fernando has
As I
noticed
walk out
the
the room.
table. With 3 loaves of bread on it. Pardon me. At which point, you hear a voice telling you, you really should be sure to eat some of these things, team. Your life force is diminishing. And you are actually all feeling slightly weaker. Your hit points are being lowered.
Oh.
In fact, you've lost a third of them already.
See, it's what we get for clowning around.
So I've lost 6 hit points.
Whose turn is it?
It's not giant spider time yet. That's level 2.
I guess it'd be me, right?
I believe so, Obnoxious.
Okay, so I'm.
You're aware that there
you know
is a
what?
table in the middle of the room, but that's about it.
Okay, so I'll walk up to the table. Did I hear the voice?
Yes, you heard the voice as well.
Okay, so I'll walk up to the table and see what's there.
As you approach the table, a shape appears from the wall of a face. You're not having any of that food until you answer my questions.
Riddles.
Again, you hear Traegard's voice. Do not worry, team. It's a simple wall monster. You should be able to defeat it fairly simply, especially if you have hopes of defeating the Baron.
Ask what you will, then, creature of the wall.
What is your name?
Wait, was that the question? What's my name?
Sorry, I'm just
No.
laughing.
No, I
Oh.
was just making a Monty Python joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, because I wasn't looking at my phone, so I didn't see who spoke. And it did kind of sound the same, so I was like, the hell does he want to know my name for? I see you looking at your phone. You better not be looking up riddles. We might get in an argument.
Am I?
Damn riddles. Oh, I'm the worst rogue. I keep stepping into traps and being asked weird questions, being seen. might hang it up and change career options. So it's just a
Yes, I
face
am actually
in the
looking up.
wall. This is so messed up.
What did one wall say to the other?
What did one wolf say to the other?
What did one wall say to the other?
Oh, one wall. What did one wall say to the other? I thought he was asking me like a joke.
I've heard worse
Um,
riddles. Yeah. What's £5 and extremely dangerous? A sparrow with a machine gun.
What did one wall say to the other?
I feel like this is a question of corners.
Well, if you know the answer, by all means. I'm a rogue. All right. I didn't put a whole lot of points in intelligence.
Well, bad doesn't mean I know riddles. I feel like I've heard this one though. What did one wall say to the other?
Not a lot to go on there. Could be anything.
No, we're only going season 1, Tao. We're not having pickle. Pickle's like season 5.
Me at the corner?
Correct. You may pass.
I'm gonna pick up a loaf of bread and put it in my pocket.
I
And be glad
okay,
you
I
did.
get it. God.
Your health points are back on full again. They were down to half.
Oof.
And I'm gonna stride into the next room.
I'm gonna grab bread
You're
too.
doomed.
So
Now we're going to look at anything else on the table.
Oh shit! Nope, I said I stride into the next room. I completely missed what was on the table, other than the bread.
I will look for whatever else is on the table. So is that another perception roll?
No, there's only one other thing on the table. It's a magnifying glass.
I feel like I'm in an 80s TV show.
You've only just cottoned on.
You're the only one that doesn't
After I
have
directly
anything,
said.
so I suppose.
Okay, so
Sorry?
Well,
So there's a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't even. It is my turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take the magnifying glass just in case it comes in handy, and the bread as well.
Okay, you're going to put the bread in a pocket
in
or
my
something?
backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're back
Well,
up to
does
full
that
health as
still-
well?
Okay. So wait, so does this food disappear when it enters the inventory?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay. And then I'm gonna head out of the room, I guess.
Okay. Obnoxious.
yes.
What are you going to do?
I'm just. I mean, if he's got the only other thing on the table, then I'm gonna grab the loaf of bread, throw it in my pack, and quickly move on out with the rest of them.
Okay, so you've had your food as well. Okay.
I'm gonna glare at the wall creature for his riddle.
Okay. You emerge into not a square room.
Oh my god.
It's an icy cave.
Oh no.
There is a gap between you and a person sitting on an icy throne on the opposite side of the room. She looks at you scornfully as she fumbles with her hair.
Is it the one that ran away from the Jester?
No.
Oh, okay, it's different.
Is it still my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess perception check.
Yep.
Oh, does everyone roll for perception since it's a new room?
Yeah, whenever you enter a new room. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, 6.
20 altogether. So 17 plus 3, 20.
Wow, Richter's got this room.
Richter's the only one who knows actually what's even going on in this room. Everyone else is just sort of like, oh, it's a room.
The
I'm so-
bracing
There's
cold
ice.
has
Why are we
I'm
in an icy cave?
the cold has sharpened my senses. It seems.
Oh, it's like, while you're hungover, you've just walked into a freezing cold room and you've just gone, holy shit! I'm awake.
Yeah.
You're like,
Suddenly
oh,
aware
my
of
head, oh
everything.
my god.
Yeah. Can I have Sacred Flame. Can I use it as like a mag light for the party?
For the what?
Sorry?
So you wanted to do what?
Well, I have Sacred Flame. Can I use that as like a lantern?
You don't need to. There's plenty of light. It's well lit.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I've seen this woman fumbling with her hair.
Oh, Tao, I know what you're up to.
Let's see. Right, so what exactly am I looking at? Big ice cave. There's a woman at the other end of the room who is glowering.
Yeah, basically there's like a gap in the middle of the room. Well, it's basically a cavern. It's basically into the ground. Just almost bottomless. There's like an icy outcrop that you're stood on and one that she's sitting on a throne.
Ah. Okay, alright, so we're standing on opposite sides of some kind of chasm.
Yeah.
Is what I got from that.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it we can't jump it.
No.
Well, I'm wearing chainmail. I wouldn't be able to if anyone would. But, okay, so right. I'll address this woman on the other side then. There's like, oh there, what is this place?
This place, this is my kingdom. My kingdom of ice. Now what? And she's like fussing with her hair. What do you want?
To be honest, we were just sort of portaled here.
Yes, you took on the challenge of the dungeon, and now you're in my way. So unless
How do
you've
you
got
propose
something
we re-
useful to say to me, you can stay there until you die.
And what would you define as something useful to say to you?
I don't know. I don't even know why you're here. I know Traegard sent you here, but he's just a nuisance. Sending people to my kingdom and getting in my way.
In the way of what, may I ask?
You turn up here and you just have no patience for you, dungeoneers.
Clearly. Well... Right, so, is there anywhere at all we can go? Are we just stuck on this, sort of, the side of this cliff?
Yes, until she opens the way for you.
Ah. Fernando, do you reckon you can convince this woman to help us?
I was going to say, you have a bard on your team.
I'm sure I can have a crack at this. So I'm gonna walk forward. You said I can't make the jump.
No.
I will defer to the more experienced hand.
My beautiful lady. I think you seem to be having trouble with your hair, which is something a lady should always be upkept on. And I'm sure you would like some assistance with that.
She looks at you scornfully. You have found...
Yes. If I can, but I can't. The problem is I can't get back. I only have one teleport in me.
Okay,
so I'm going to teleport. I'm going to teleport over there. Allow, my lady, if you'd sit on your throne, I'd quite happily brush your hair for you.
She says,
it would be my
okay,
greatest pleasure.
You have permission to approach.
So I'm going to approach her.
And teleport behind her and start to brush her hair.
Yes. Absolute. It must be a pain to do it yourself.
Well, it is when someone steals my hairbrush.
Well, I'll be quite happy to leave you a hairbrush once I am finished here. How would you like this done? Would you like it braided? Would you like it sit down?
Down.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna keep doing. Fernando is now doing that sort of camp hairdresser sort of thing.
So, Noxious, it's your turn.
Okay, so well, he's over there brushing her hair.
Reducing the Ice Queen.
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing else, I guess, can I do another perception check to see if there's anything else in the room that I can see?
You can try.
Or investigation.
Yeah. It's always worth it.
How about investigation? Let's do that one.
No, it'd be more perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get to the one that gives you an advantage.
What? Oh, fuck.
There's a way out. It's down there.
Oh no.
Doesn't look that far. We could jump.
I don't know. Fernando's trying to figure out how he's getting back across this gap.
All right, well, I apparently start striding towards the chasm in the center of the room and headed straight for it.
Okay. So, Obnoxious, it's your turn.
That was my turn.
I mean,
mean
sorry,
Richter?
Richter, it's your turn. Obnoxious is about to throw himself to his doom. The dungeon has annoyed him that much already.
Look at these goddamn riddles. I'm gonna yeet myself off the side.
That's what he says behind all the ladies.
I guess I'm gonna have to grab hold of Obnoxious's arm to try and hold him back from the edge. It's like, no, come on, it's not. It's not worth you. Whatever you're after, it's not worth your life.
Must you continue to manhandle me?
Okay, strength check. He's going to take you with him.
Okay, do I roll for strength as well?
Yeah, no, you need to, because you're trying to stop
right.
him.
22.
Oh, you've stopped him.
Whatever you're after, it's not worth your life, mate.
I think Richter is the strongest character in our group.
Like, stop it! You're not jumping.
You don't know how far down that is. It could have no bottom at all.
Get your dirty pirate hands off me.
Oh no!
LeChonk.
He's gonna punch me, isn't he?
Well, he resisted punching Folly, so I'm surprised he hasn't punched someone yet so far.
Oh, I've been meaning to elbow him in the stomach when we go into a new room, but I keep forgetting.
Okay, so Fernando, it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep brushing her hair until she is satisfied.
I
Are you
think
going to
all we
ask
can
her about a
hope-
way out?
Why I'm brushing her hair? But my beautiful lady, would you know how we get out of this place?
Oh, that's easy. I'll open the way for you. You and your team
Then,
have done enough.
and if possible, I only had one of those teleports in me. Can I have a way back, please, across?
On me. Oh no, what she does is the chasm actually becomes solid. There's actually
okay.
a path that leads straight through the ice now. Where the chasm was, there's actually a way out.
Yeah. I'm gonna give her a hairbrush. Well, it was lovely to meet you, and here's your hairbrush, and I wish you good tidings. As I start walking out.
She sort of smiles and says, "Oh, thank you," and just
A shame. If this place wasn't draining my life force, I would love to stay longer. But I'm worried. I'm worried that you would be the death of me right now.
okay. So you come to the next room. In the middle of the room,
Did they drag me over there, or am I still?
oh, there's no way of jumping off now. That area became solid and an area where you can't jump anymore.
Okay.
Richter just lets you go and you just fall on your face.
Well, I assume everyone's going to head out into the next room.
Yeah, I fully expect Obnoxious to deck me at least once before this session is over.
Have him do it just before you eat one of the things. Then if he does do any wounds, then you'll just immediately heal it.
Come on, my friends.
We don't plan for this.
We should head to the next room before she convinces me to stay. It could be hazardous for all our health.
Stop telling me what to do.
So
You seem
perception checks
unusually
again?
grumpy today.
I'm
I take
fine.
it you
I'm fine.
do not like dungeons.
I don't
Are you
like
afraid of being
portals or
trapped underground?
dungeons. Huh?
Are you afraid of the claustrophobia and being trapped underground?
I am.
No, I'm afraid of being trapped in a room with you guys.
Yeah, you'll learn to love it over the years. Being trapped in a room with Fernando is great entertainment.
Roll for perception then.
Okay.
New room.
You enter another room, and this time there is no way out. There's
Oh,
just
okay.
there's just a well in the middle of the room.
Well, now.
Well,
As
this is a bit of a pickle.
at which point the girl from earlier comes running out, with Folly following her.
Running out of the well.
No, she just sort of seems to appear out of nowhere,
Oh, okay.
with Folly following her. And Folly is yelling, "But you watched me for an hour. How am I supposed to pay my bills? I'm a fool. You need to pay for my fooling."
Oh god, she's trying to skip out on the bill.
Well, it's Obnoxious' turn, because I just had my turn.
All right.
So yes, it's
Well,
Obnoxious' turn. Black eye
I
time,
am
Folly.
severely ticked off at this point for various reasons. So I hear this guy running along talking about being paid, and I've got this 8-pound brick in my hand.
You're gonna bludgeon him to death with the gold bar! Just as he's running forward, just quack!
Well, I wasn't looking to bludgeon him, but I'm definitely going to be like, here, how's this for payment? And chuck it right at him.
Okay. Dex check. Roll to throw.
All right. Dex check. Let's see. And... not too great. I got a 10.
He's not wearing it. Well, no, he's like a soft and squishy person. You hit him right in the chest. He slumps down to the floor. My friends, why did you do that?
You wanted paid? There you go. And I'm going to go sit in a corner angrily. I'm talking crossed my arms, pulled my hood down, and just looking like a pissed off kid right at this point.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at Richter and be like, that could have been you.
Okay.
Noted.
Richter, it's your turn. You've just seen Folly assaulted with a gold brick.
Okay, so what else is going on in this room that you mentioned a well?
Yes. I don't think we've had a
So,
perception check yet.
No, I don't. Yeah, right. Perception check then. Where are you? Perception. Well, that's not a good. I can't spot where the perception thing is. It was right here. There we go. That's not a good sign, is it? And true to form, I roll a 9 plus 3. That's 12.
And one for Obnoxious.
Oh, I do get to do one. I thought I was over there being a jerk. So I figured I was past a perception check at this point. I got a 20.
So he's like the only one in the room who knows what's going on precisely in the room. The only way out is to climb into the well.
He was so busy looking around for something to punch that he accidentally noticed everything in the room.
Yep. And Fernando's the only other person who can tell that.
Yeah.
The way out is the well.
Right. Well, it being my move, I'll, since I don't know that yet, I'll walk over to Folly, straighten him up a bit, say, "You're right, mate," and just sort of, covertly whisper, "Sorry about him. He's just having a bit of a bad day."
Well, he didn't need to take it out on poor Folly. I've not had a good day either.
Ah,
Should be better with some gold.
yeah, keep the gold. To be honest,
you
I
just
kind
gotta
of
go
wanted
break.
it. To be honest, I kind of wanted it, but it looks like you need it more.
Well, thank you for that. If you climb into the well, that's the way into the next level of the dungeon. But you
Oh,
can't
good.
take any of the items that you picked up from this dungeon from this level into the next.
Well, all I've got is this magnifying glass.
Have you
Is this
looked into
useful
it?
at all? No, I suppose I look into the magnifying glass.
As you look into it, you see what can only really be described as a bizarre sitcom between a guy who looks like a Norman soldier and a tramp. As they go backwards and forwards, insulting each other in a bizarre comedic way. At which point,
Right.
the guy dressed as a Norman soldier then realizes you're watching and goes, "There's someone spying on me," and he goes to throw a fireball at you at the sort of fourth wall.
Right. Does it go through the magnifying glass?
No, I assume you're not going to keep looking.
No, I'm gonna jump with a start and drop the thing because fireball's coming at me. Like, ah!
Okay. It breaks on the floor.
Oh, damn it! What was that?
Well, you were spying on the enemy.
Enemy?
Well, yes. The enemy of the dungeon master, the enemy of Tregard, Lord Fear, and his evil henchman Hans.
Huh. Well, nothing to be done about that. Let's head down that well, shall we?
Way to go,
Poor
Richter.
Folly, yes. Hashtag poor Folly.
Eat gold, Folly.
I'll climb down into the well as well.
Everyone going to climb down into the well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might as well. Nothing else going on.
oh. You did it already. It was a terrible joke already. Okay. Okay. Climb down into the well, and you drop down onto a conveyor. There's like a conveyor which is pushing you forward. Gonna
Well,
get
that's
a
always
perception
good.
check from everyone.
Well, I get this sudden vision of when they're in that robot factory.
Oh
On
dear.
Uh-oh.
14.
Okay, Richter knows what's going on.
16.
16. So you're going to have to keep Fernando out of danger. As you see that there are blades coming towards you. Like large buzzsaws. Sort of,
Oh no.
What the hell have we gotten ourselves into now?
I got
At what
5.
level is? At what level is the nearest
I think
buzzsaw
Fernando
coming?
is going to get sliced in half if Fernando does. If someone does
Fernando
not
is
quickly
hoping
help
his-
Fernando is going to get sliced in half.
Fernando's hoping his reaction acrobatics and other things come in handy soon.
Okay. The only problem is Fernando is not aware of the danger.
Yeah, he just happened to be facing the other way when he hit the.
Yeah, Fernando goes back to you and is like, well, this is very interesting, my friends.
Okay, so who went last?
Me.
Okay,
Wait, who came through the well last? Because I came through the
Oh
well
no.
last.
Yeah, it was Fernando.
okay. So it's Obnoxious's turn.
All right.
There are buzzsaws
Don't,
coming
don't
towards
chop
you.
I will-
chonk me.
Well, I'm not looking to. Look, I don't want to get blood on my cloak, so I'm gonna
So-
grab him and yank him out of the way. It's been a
Strength
bad
check.
enough day not to have blood all over me. Oh, I was so close to a
Oh dear.
20. I got a 9.
Oh dear. Okay. It's up to you now.
Should have tilted my phone.
It's up to you now, Richter.
Well, maybe I'll turn
Okay.
around because I'm being pulled.
I'm gonna heft the both of them onto my shoulder, and just sort of hop over the saw. Would that be a
It's at
strength
waist
check?
level. You can't hop over it. You just have to
Okay,
pull him out of the way.
Okay. I say get down and then just jump. You know, have them push them both down with an arm each, and we just sort of hit the deck.
You could just pull him out of the way with a strength check.
All right, yeah, I'll do that then.
I just thought that would be much more
19.
simple and safer. He just grabs you and pulls you out of the way. As a buzzsaw just goes zzz, past. Oh my goodness. These are very
Maybe I
simple
should pay
to.
more attention.
These are very simple to like step out of the way of each time. Now you're aware they're coming.
Yeah.
So everyone's just going to keep sidestepping them, and until we get out of the room and into a next room, which is perception check, everyone.
All right. Perception check.
A natural 20 for 23.
13.
14.
Okay, so Fernando knows exactly what's in the room and what's on the table, which is some more food. What we had this time? 3 bananas. They decided to make it a little different. Next time, don't you?
I'll get you next time.
I obviously have not seen whatever show this is based on, and you and Tao have.
There's also a key, an alarm clock, yes, a key and an alarm clock.
Right.
Okay, well, I guess I'm up first because I didn't actually take a turn. I just got pulled out of the way of buzzsaws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I will go to the table, take a banana and the key.
The key. How dare you?
And I'll keep hold of the key and put the banana in my pocket.
Is that a
you
banana
also
in your
spot
pocket,
that
or
there
you just
is
have
a horn on the floor.
Wait, there's a horn on the floor?
Yeah.
I
mean
will pick up the horn.
Are we talking like an animal horn or an instrument?
Sorry?
Are we talking like the appendage of an animal or an instrument?
Instrument, like a
Oh,
horn.
oh
Oh,
right.
I will
Like
definitely
the
take
horn of
that. Yes.
Gondor sort of horn.
Ah.
I will pick up the horn.
Okay. So your health is back to full.
Yes, and I'm currently holding a horn in my left hand and a key in my right hand.
Okay. So it is Obnoxious next.
All right. Well, I will go up to the table and I will grab a banana and throw it in my bag.
Like I've into a bomb.
And
There's no paperclip. It needs a paperclip.
and I am going to. Well, I don't necessarily see much use for an alarm clock, so I'm going to not take anything from the table at this point in time. And I guess I'm going to take a closer look at the horn that he's holding.
Oh, you're going to investigate the horn?
Yeah.
Any excuse to get the old investigation skill out.
What are you talking about? It's not like I've gotten any great rolls off of it. They're, 23.
It's a horn.
Yes, I knew it.
Mouth goes on one end,
I
sound
thought
comes
it-
out of the other end.
All right, nothing interesting about the horn. Gonna shake my head and walk out of the way.
Okay. Well, that means it would be Richter's turn.
Alright, so there don't appear to be any bananas left on the table. So
No, there's 3 bananas.
gonna-
There's always food for everyone.
oh,
Otherwise,
right,
one of
so
you
I'll
would
take
just
the
die.
banana- I'll take the banana, put it in my bag, and I'll grab the alarm clock just because it looks kind of valuable. And also, I have no weapon at the moment. If worst comes to worst, I need to brain someone with something. An alarm clock's better than nothing.
It's not better than a brick of gold.
No, I should say not.
Okay, so you're going to head out the one exit.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So you get to another room, and in the middle of the room, there's a... Okay, perception checks.
Perception checks. Oh,
17.
good lord. 6. I'm blind.
Just needs a bottle of rum to go with that banana. Classic RuneScape.
Make banana infused rum.
Actually sounds pretty decent.
Although if you ever use the rum on the banana and did it the wrong way round, you just got a bottle of rum with a banana sticking out of it. And the game would let you keep it for a while. You just walking around with a banana sticking out of a bottle of rum. One of my favourite RuneScape items. It's like, why did I do this? Okay, so... Oh, you both got 17s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the middle of the room, there is a sleeping old man.
Yeah. You're up, Richter.
Right. In the middle of the room, there's a sleeping old man. But my perception roll was crap, so do I even know that?
Well, you can see a man in the middle of the room. It's kind of difficult to avoid. There's
Okay.
you can see that you can see a man sitting on a chair.
Yeah, but he's asleep. I look to the alarm clock, look to the man, put two and two together, wind the alarm clock up, put it next to the man.
You can't wind the alarm clock up.
Can I not?
No.
Does it need winding?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Oh. This key I've got, it's for an alarm clock, right?
Yes.
It's a wind-up key.
Yes.
So I'm going to hand the key to Richter. You might need this.
Thank you. Wind the alarm clock up, put it next to the guy, and just wait for a bit.
Well, when you said key, I was thinking door key. I should have really asked what the key looked like.
At which point, as you start to wind it, only one of you would recognise him. Richter will recognise him as the tramp from earlier on. Comes skulking out of nowhere and sort of, "Hello, you lot. What are you going to wake that wizard up for?"
Oh, should we not be doing that?
Well, that depends on if you like evil wizards.
I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest.
I mean, you could always just call my friends for help.
I wasn't aware that that was an option.
Oh yeah, your mate there's got their horn. So you could always call for them for help in case you need it.
I don't trust this guy. He's a filthy tramp.
Hey, if he blows that horn, that wizard's definitely waking up.
I mean, you could trust me. My name's Sebastian Hans. I'm one of the most lovely, trustworthy people in the realm. Well, in the dungeon.
Something tells me that's a low bar.
Well, Folly told us Hans was working for the bad guy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'll have to have something to do with that folly. Lying about me. I'm a lovely person.
Can I insight how trustworthy this guy is? Because I don't trust him.
Yes, you could insight him. Oh yeah, that's a free. Yeah.
Oh,
You believe every word he says.
Oh.
He's a lovely chap, according to you.
Still my
and you're the one with his horn.
Is it still my turn? Sorry?
Yes, still your turn.
Right. I have a bad feeling about this guy. Well, as soon as I hear the word Sebastian Hans, I brain him with the alarm clock and knock it to try and knock him out. What do I roll for that?
Okay, it'll be a strength check. Because you're just basically hitting him with an object.
Oh, god damn it. The one time the strength check fails me.
Yeah, it's the one time it has failed you.
So what happens?
You just take a swing at him with the clock and he's like, "What did you come and do that for?" I'll have to I'll have to call my friends to help deal with you.
Sorry, force of habit.
But he's a nice, friendly chap, according to Fernando. So.
Well, I don't know. I've just seen Richter try and brain him. So
he runs up to you and he's trying to get his horn back off you.
Whose turn is it? His?
Oh, it's actually his turn.
Oh, I'm not gonna let go of I'm gonna keep the horn fairly gripped at this point.
Okay.
Because as much as I'm like, I believe you, I've just seen Rick to try and brain him, and I'm like, Now, if he tried to get the horn before Richter brained him, then I might give him the horn.
Okay.
So you'll have to pry this one out my cold dead fingers.
It's Obnoxious's turn.
Well, seeing that, seeing Richter try to hit the guy and seeing him go for this horn, I'm going
And
to.
you don't trust anybody anyway.
Yeah, I'm already ticked off. I don't trust anybody. I'm having a really poopy day. I'm going to tackle this guy just as hard as I can. I'm going to shoulder check the hell out of him.
Okay, so that would be a it'd be a strength check.
Okay.
Come on.
It wouldn't fall into the combat stuff, like the. Is it the?
Oh, it'd be a grapple, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, like unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. It's a 6.
So you just sort of thudded into him.
Maybe I'll serve as a distraction.
So,
Nice. Can I pickpocket him after I bumped into him then?
no.
No.
No, you don't want to go through his pockets anyway.
That's classic rogue move, though.
You know, the guy smells like he's been, buried in a dung heap before he came here.
I had my hand down the pants of that one weirdo that one time, so...
Yeah, but... This is a different kind of weird.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
This is like dung. He chose to sleep under a dung heap. Sort of. If this is how the outside of him smells, you don't want to know what down his trousers or in his pockets is like. It cannot be an improvement on what's on the outside. Okay, so we are back around to our clock basher.
Okay. So what is the current situation? He hasn't managed to get the horn from Fernando.
No.
Uh,
Jerichus is Obnoxious has just sort of bumped into him with his head.
So he's still standing.
Yes, he's not actually taken any damage. You've all kind of bumped him around a little bit.
You know what? You know what's funny? My unarmed damage is 0. I cannot punch this guy and hurt him.
Oh my goodness!
What if I were to try? I mean, well, we're in a fight now. He's not going to listen to us now, so I mean, I could try again with the clock, or
Yeah, why not?
I could, or oh wait, I have no, I'm not going to use Sacred Flame. Let's not. I was just trying to take him by surprise. So since he's turned his back on me to try and get the horn, I'm going to try from behind with the clock again. Is that roll for strength again?
Yeah, it's the same as with a weapon. You just same as if you were using one of your scimitars. It's just like a improvised weapon.
So, do I go into actions or is it just a strength roll?
No, use your weapon. Use your weapon for it.
Right. It says unarmed strike, but
No, because you are actually armed. You're armed with a clock.
okay. I'm gonna have to add that to my inventory then, aren't I?
No, not for the time being. Maybe if it survives.
Okay. Oh, so do I? Because I unequip my scimitars.
No, you can just roll it as if it was one of your scimitars.
Okay. Right. So hit. So I roll for the hit then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god damn it.
Ooh.
14.
Oh, you have brained him with the clock.
Yeah. Is he unconscious?
He drops to the floor. And that's when everyone disappears.
So.
And you're back in the room with the guy from earlier on.
God damn it, we failed the test.
You're back in the. Well, actually, no. You're in a. You're basically all three of you have been teleported to a path, heading through the forest.
No.
Hold on, no, I've got it wrong. Hold on, let me get it right in my head first, because it's. No, sorry, I did get it right first. You're back in that room. The
I was about to say, if
the
you're on a
keep
cart
room.
and have some guy look at us and go, adventurer, you're finally awake.
Yes, you've suddenly appeared in Skyrim.
God damn it.
No, sorry, I was jumping ahead of myself in my notes. You're back in the room where you started. The sort of keep room with Treyguard. Well, nasty. You didn't have to go hitting Sebastian hands with the alarm clock. And now you broke the alarm clock. How are you going to wake up Merlin the Wizard? Well, that means your adventure ends here. And you failed the challenge of the dungeon.
Honestly,
God.
Richter braining him was better than what I was about to do to him.
What were you about to do?
Yeah,
I think
I was about to
Tao
use
knows
a
what's
spell I
coming
haven't
now.
actually. Yeah, I was about to use a spell I haven't actually used the entire game.
Oh. Right.
And if he failed, I was about to do 3d6 damage to him.
Well, I was kind of hoping the sound of the impact would wake Merlin up.
No, unfortunately, you broke your only way out of that room by hitting hands with the alarm clock. And so you have failed the challenge of the dungeon.
Sorry,
and
guys,
so
my beat.
it's time for you to return back to the realm. So unless is there anything any of you want to say to me?
Oh, I have about 100 things I'd like to say to you, but let's just keep things nice and pleasant and say farewells for now.
Obnoxious, is there anything you would like to say to Treyguard?
I'm just glowering at him with like, if there's any way for hatred to come completely out of a person in a visible fashion, it's there. So I'm not saying anything. I'm just glaring.
And anything from you, Richter?
No, not really. I'm just sort of sheepishly shuffling along because I'm embarrassed about having failed the test.
And so he steps up, and he picks up this staff, and he says, "Then you have failed your quest, and so you must return to your world. Spellcasting, DISMISS. And the world sort of disappears around you, and you appear back at your camp.
Our camp, not his camp.
Yeah, back at your camp. And that's where we will end it for today.
Oh,
As
As I say, I was going to kick the campfire and climb up my tree quietly.
sorry
I'd
guys,
like
that
to
was my
thank
bad.
thank everyone. I'd like to thank our players who make this game what it is, amazingly fun. And I'd like to thank our viewers. And we'll say goodnight for now. And
Good night,
see you next
everybody.
week.
Good night, everybody.
New start time will be 6:30. Starting next week, but we'll be getting ready before that. So the rest of us will be like, so we don't have any technical things. We'll be streaming from 6:30 onwards from now on.
So 6 to 6:30 is time for ironing out tech problems.
Yeah, and getting XP and stuff up to date.
Yeah.
So time for the outro. Family Fortunes wave, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yep. I should. Hey,